Don't ever go to a strip club right when they open. One of the worst decisions we've ever made. You think you get to a strip club right when they open and you're the first people there? No! There was a big fat guy in the corner who never left. I don't know why you seem like such a Kelly Clarkson guy.
I am a Kelly Clarkson guy. If you don't like Kelly Clarkson, honestly, f*** you. And that's to everybody in the chat. If you don't like Kelly Clarkson, f*** you. I'm not calling you a slur by saying you love Sam Laporta. It's okay. You love Sam Laporta. Say you love Sam Laporta. Say it.
I like Sam Laporta tonight.
No, say you love him.
I like Sam Laporta.
No, say you love him, dude.
I don't love Sam Laporta.
But 18 and 19 is good enough for the Florida Gators. As long as you're a young, cool guy who f***ing gets top 10 recruiting classes every f***ing year and you lose games to Georgia Southern and South Florida. I f***ing hate this guy.
You think I have a model?
You don't have a model. You've never talked.
You are being serious. You think I have a model?
You ever thought about having a model?
No. Yeehaw. Happy Friday. What's up, everybody? Damn it, I just did the happy fucking day thing. I knew that was going to happen. I can't help it.
Friday.
No. Who does that? Someone does that. Big Cat? Friday. Happy Friday. He does that every day. Yeah, that's a pardon my take thing. He says happy Friday. You didn't know that? You call yourself a pardon my take listener?
I did never realize the Friday. I thought I didn't know he did Friday. Well,
who do you think says it?
Women.
I don't even really know what it means, but anyways, what's up, everyone? Crutch Bet says late night in Hawaii. I saw Crutch Bet's comment on somebody that about Hawaii basketball, and he said there's a baseball game in Hawaii too. Crutch is a sick fuck.
Crutch is a sick fuck.
Absolutely love and respect his game. Good job, Crutch. Keep on keeping on with the college baseball. I hate to say that I'm just probably never going to get into it. It's not like it's similar to lacrosse. Like lacrosse is just something I'm really never going to get into the sport, like follow and get fired up about. I like college baseball when it's like the tournament, but during the regular season, nope out of me.
It does rock, but I'm not getting into the regular season. I respect all the people that do it. I see Jovan gets into it nice and early. Respect. I'll watch the College World Series, but other than that, it's tough.
Laid 4 units to win 2 units on their money line, minus 200. Hey, you know us. We never feared juice. And speaking of not fearing juice, steak, Sunday steak special, back-to-back nights. Somebody was in my puck drop stream asking why you put a minus 230 leg in the parlay. I don't care. A winner's a winner. But do you have greaser brain?
No, I just like those 2 money lines. I'm going to stop because people are bitching about winning 3.5 units in 2 nights, I guess. So I'll fucking switch it up. Sorry for the winners, guys. I apologize. Listen, I won't do that again.
I have laid juice beyond juice beyond juice. The largest wager of my life was minus 350. I do not care, but the Sunday steak special is to win. I've told you the philosophy behind it and why I think that it's brilliant. Instead of one person doing a parlay with their first and second favorite bets, you and I are doing our favorite bets. Boom. But it does not get the juices flowing to see a parlay that's under 2-1. And
totally fine. I'm fine with that.
We understand the landscape of Twitter. We understand that we are in the content world, but above all else, we want to fucking win. And we aren't too good for a plus 172, plus 184 winner. But with that said, the Pelicans on the road as a favorite, I think they did end up covering the spread.
Correct.
And I'm not saying, I wish you would have just laid the spread. What I wanted to say is you made this comment yesterday, and I want to make sure that we lean into it. You like betting the Pelicans when they're a favorite.
Correct.
Good shit. Love to see that.
I think there's something important to remember about the Pelicans. They traded this year's first-round pick to get Derek Queen, and now they have Zion Williamson back, and they have DeJounte Murray back. They are not tanking. I'm not saying they think they're a contender to make the playoffs, but they aren't tanking. So when you see them -5 as favorites against a Utah Jazz, for example, I mean, a new Utah Jazz player comes out with an injury you've never heard of every fucking day. I can't even believe some of the weird injuries these guys have. but the Utah Jazz are the most tankiest tankers of all time.
Okay, great point. Great point. Love that read. Love the reasoning behind it. So great job. We paired that up with Sam Houston State, which we'll talk about in a little bit, because we are going to start every show with the recap. We are here for 2 hours every weekday, 10 a.m. We got a lot of time to fill, especially today because we don't have a thick board. But if you guys have been following us and been tuning in on Fridays, since it's a little lighter on college basketball, we're going to review the Saturday board as well. So we've got some games. We're getting into a really fun time of the season here. It's I'd say every team's probably got maybe 4 games left ish.
Purdue, Michigan did absolutely lived up to the hype. Michigan State, sorry.
Michigan State. Yeah, we'll recap that. So I'll pull up Pickett, Pickett. Make sure you download Pickett. Use code. Well, maybe you could use fake sharps. Book it. We are on Book It. So if they want to use that, that's totally fine. Whatever you want to do. The Sunday steak special saved my night. I tweeted it saved my life. That was a little dramatic. What I meant to say is it saved my night. I think that I think that a parlay now. What are we start? Are we 15 and 16 or 16 and 16?
16 and 16. We're plus $2,400 and something dollars.
I never thought I'd have this much fun, but as I say that, I'm going to go ahead and just knock on some wood here, because I'm sure we're probably going to go on an 0-5 drought. But I've never been the biggest parlay guy, but in times like this where I made a bunch of straight bets, leaning into the NHL being back a little bit, having some fun with it, trying to find a strategy, completely whiffing. I'm looking at my Pickett before I go to bed, and I'm just like, man, it would be so fucking great if I can just wake up to that parlay to just soften the blow. And that's absolutely what happened. We'll recap some college basketball last night. There was really one marquee game with Purdue and Michigan State, which lived up to the hype. What a great game. I'm ready to dive all the way into it, but let's go. I had 5 plays last night. Let's talk about them real quick, and that'll segue into our recap here. Here's my Pickett. Everybody can point and laugh, or you can say ooh and ah. Michigan State first half. You know what? As much as I like that read, I got to tell you, I got pretty lucky there. I got pretty fortunate. It made it more difficult than I really needed it to be, Steak, because you were right. Ended up being Michigan State outright. Did you play them on the money line?
No, just spread.
Okay, well, great job. We'll dive into that game as soon as I'm done with this. Bryant plus 10.5. I tried to get a little gross and a little nasty on a sicko slate. They lose by 12. That is unfortunate. Kennesaw State. We talked about it yesterday. Had to pay to find out if Kennesaw was fake sharp. Liberty in a obvious bounce back spot. They did not come through. Love to see that. FAU minus 4.5. I tweeted this, Steak. Did you see what happened?
Missed a free throw to go up 5.
And got the offensive rebound and missed the putback layup with 2 seconds left. Ouch. The Indiana Pacers. Hey, listen, I tweeted this. If you hate yourself, fade the Charlotte Hornets. Highly recommend. Awful time. Absolutely awful time. This was a stupid bet. Go ahead.
Is FAU the Owls?
Yeah, they are.
So that was Owls versus Owls yesterday. I can't believe I didn't think about it, dude.
Oh, shit. I can't believe I didn't think about it either. What would our angle have been? Over? Shooting the Owls?
I would have had an owl angle if I realized it was Owls versus Owls.
So Steak, when I did the Pickett puck drop, I came up with a narrative here that I was going to bet on every team that was on a back-to-back. I bet on 5 of them, and I went 1 for 4. The Toronto Maple Leafs are an atrocious, pathetic organization. Meanwhile, the Florida Panthers are absolutely loaded. Their chances to make the playoffs, I believe, are at 17%. I took them at plus 220 if you want a fun sweat. Some people are saying they might trade Bob if they don't get back into it and just say, fuck it. They got a lot of mileage. They've been to back-to-back Stanley Cups and won. I don't think so. I think Maurice is too good of a coach. I think they have too many good players on the roster. They are injured. I took a shot on the Panthers. You could say I was being a prisoner of the moment. I don't think so. Took the Jersey Devils last night on a back-to-back against the Penguins. Took Jack Hughes to score a goal. That did not happen. Tampa Bay made it interesting. 2 backup goalies there. It was always the over. Matthew Knee's point. This is one I'm a little upset about here. Paulo Banchero over 20.5 points. He stinks. We'll recap this game in a minute. Seattle Kraken. I did not intentionally. I just went with my strategy. Faded the BTL squad ride. Congratulations to them. Great job on the St. Louis Blues. And then the Flyers. I mean, this one sucked. Hilarious. Out of all the ones I win, it's against the New York Rangers, my favorite team. They are pathetic. I watched the game. They are such a pathetic franchise and organization. There's the Sunday Steak special, and then Sam Houston State, which we will talk about. So as we recap, let's start first with the Michigan State Purdue game. I watched just about all this game. Awesome college basketball game. It lived up to the hype in every sense. And I tweeted early on, which was a bit of a jinx because I had Michigan State first half, but I will not try to backtrack entirely. There was definitely some realness to this tweet. I tweeted that Tom Izzo is washed, sick of his stupid ass average teams getting cooked by this Clough goofball on Purdue. Back fading Sparty in March. Can't wait. Michigan State Twitter has gotten a hold of this. And you know what's funny about them? They're not the type of people that leave a lot of comments. They've been quote tweeting a lot. They've been quote tweeting me. It's not like Atlanta Falcons Twitter. They're not that ruthless, nor that funny. But I have been spotted. I'm getting shredded a little bit. I did say stop engaging with this. I did apologize. They did piss me off in the first half. Got very lucky to cover that 3.5 point spread. Clough was cooking them. But the second half, Michigan State turned up. Jeremiah Fears is a bad.
You apologized?
Yeah, I apologized.
Why?
Because I said Tom Izzo was washed, getting cooked by Clough, and then they showed up in the second half.
I don't think you've ever stood on business.
Oh, stop it. That is not standing on business.
30 minutes a day in your entire fucking life.
This bit is so stupid.
You know what, man? Your original tweet was right. Tom Izzo is washed.
No.
Tom Izzo is washed. This win doesn't change anything either because they're not contenders. Michigan State is not contenders, and that just actually tells you how pathetic Purdue is. Purdue's pathetic. I fucking celebrated the win with 2.4 seconds left on the clock. 2.4 seconds left on the clock. And you know why I did that? Because I absolutely fucking knew nobody on Purdue was tying that game or hitting a game-winning three, which wasn't even close by Braden Smith. Both these teams suck. Both these teams aren't contenders. Tom Izzo is washed. If you're Tom Izzo and you're not competing for national championships, which he's not doing, he's a tier under that. Sorry. Argue with your mom. It's bad. And Purdue, pathetic. I think Purdue is absolutely fraudulent and pathetic.
Okay. A couple things real quick before I give my rebuttal. Brock D with a sub bank 13 minutes ago, 39 months. Esto, who we met in Dallas, good dude, 21 months. A couple of stream streaks. Joey Lone, Zay Picks, Risings, Rye Guy. Appreciate you all always tuning in to the board review. Yeah, just to be clear, I think that your gripe of me not standing on business would be very legitimate if I came up here and said what I said about Arkansas. Hey, man, I watched Arkansas. They might make a run. I tweeted about it, blah, 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 blah. If I came up here and was like, dude, you know what? Michigan State might be a problem. They could be a real team in March. Then you could be like, dude, you don't stand on business. I faded Michigan State almost every game in March last year. I think I did it the year before that too. I'm not really the biggest Izzo guy. Actually, I've even made a fucking video. I remember this. It was Kansas State, Michigan State in Madison Square Garden. Does that sound right? And I think you even had Michigan State in that game. And I made a video. I said, don't fade Izzo in March. Don't fade Izzo in March. Shut the fuck up. I should find that video. That was a couple years ago. I'm not a Izzo and March guy. His teams always are overrated to me, in my opinion. It's just the brand of basketball that you want to buy into. I apologize because they showed up in the second half. They shut down that fuckface Oliver Clough, and Purdue goes back to looking like the team that we all, well, I shouldn't say that. Not Ramble is a sharp son of a bitch. There's a lot of sharp dudes, but there's just some things that people cannot accept and not let go. And that is that this Purdue basketball team stinks. They stink. I like your take. I'm with you. I don't take away anything from this game in saying that I'm buying stock in Michigan State just because they beat Purdue. But you got to give them some credit.
Yeah.
For the way they played that second half. You know what else I liked about them? When they had an opportunity to attack the lane and dunk the basketball, they dunked the basketball. Now that might sound stupid, but sometimes I feel like these big dudes, when they get in there, they try to either play for a foul, like, hey, like the fucking Dwight Howard, or they go in soft. They went in hard. They made a statement. I loved it. Jeremiah Fears getting the bench fired up. He's a dog. I like the way they just sucked the soul out of West Lafayette. His tweets, January, February, Izzo. Yeah.
Insane. Who do we think he is? Who do we think Izzo is? Who are we pretending? What are the last 10 results for Michigan State in March? The last 10 results.
I don't know. You tell me. I don't remember.
It ain't going to be pretty to be giving this guy fucking nickname in place of March. Absolutely fucking insane. I have no idea who we think Tom Izzo is. They're next on my list. I can tell you how both these teams' seasons are going to end. Purdue's going to lose to someone they have no business losing to. Michigan State is not going to do that. Michigan State is going to get belted by a 1 seed where they score 47 points and completely don't show up offensively because that's what they do sometimes. Purdue upset by team they shouldn't lose to. Michigan State loses to a 1 seed, 80-47.
You know what? I don't think I agree with you about Purdue. I think Purdue is going to do that thing where they beat the fuck out of like a smaller school, and you want to believe that an Oral Roberts, not this year, but a previous Oral Roberts can hang with them, and they don't. Remember what Purdue did to Iowa? They beat it the fuck out of them. Mm-hmm. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Purdue's going to do that in the tournament, but then Purdue is going to play like, I don't know. Give me like a just like a tough team. That's not like a top 10 team. Who's just like a tough, scrappy team, like
North
a Texas
Carolina State.
Sure. Yeah. Yes. That's a good one. That's the team that Purdue's going to lose to. Purdue's going to lose to a team that is.
Wait, I said they're going to lose to someone they shouldn't lose to, and you're saying they're going to lose to North Carolina State.
Yeah, but we're
saying the same thing. No, I didn't say they were going to get upset by a 15 seed.
Oh, okay.
I said they're going to lose to someone they shouldn't lose to. North Carolina State is 100% in that category.
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. I take that back. When you said that, I was immediately thinking like a big upset. But okay, fair enough.
8 Final Fours in a bajillion years, Leb, and he hasn't been to one in 7 years. That ain't Mr. March.
He hasn't been to a Final Four in 7 years. Are you sure about that?
I don't think so. When's the last time Michigan State's been to the Final Four?
Crazy.
I'm literally in my head trying to picture the last time Michigan State was actually in a Final Four.
Yeah, Indiana. I think we have to do our best to start being serious about basketball because it's a serious basketball and stop talking about the Indiana Hoosiers because Snowman, Indiana is a football school. We know this. They are a track and swimming school, apparently. I was listening to Snowman talk about the great Indiana athletes, and apparently they have some track and field people. That's great. They are not a basketball school.
So what you're saying is first they're a football school, then they're a track and field school, then they're a basketball school?
Oh, God. Is there anything they could be above that? How's their golf team?
I don't know how their baseball team is.
Crutch.
It doesn't seem like a baseball school.
Notre Dame's got a good baseball team. Does Purdue have a good baseball team? No,
I wouldn't expect Purdue to have a good baseball team either.
Yeah. Okay. T. Crizzy, Trent was great last night. Jeff, very funny. Nerfy, keep digging steak. I don't know what that means. I will with a stream streak. Schwarber was from there. They were good when he was there. Got you.
Schwarber went to Indiana. Did not know that.
Yeah. I didn't know that until I heard Snowman say it the other day. So, anyways, great basketball game last night. I like your take though. Overall, I'm not buying stock on any of these teams. That's not my takeaway. Again, I'm not being a prisoner of the moment. And anytime I see a team have a good performance and a good win, I'm like, oh, geez, I really like this team. They might make a run. Not what I'm here to do. I do want to. I want to talk about a couple other.
Fletcher Lawyer, real quick. That motherfucker just does cardio. He's trash.
Don't like him at all.
He's the opposite of a guy who fills up the stat sheet. He's just out there for the entire fucking game, 7 points, 4 assists, a whole lot of nothing. He is so ass. I can't even hate on Braden as much as I want to because Fletcher sucks so bad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to sit up here and tell you Braden Smith isn't a good basketball player. He is, but he's kind of like a guy. Like I don't think he's going to be shit in the pros. He's a really good college basketball player. He's disciplined. He's smart. Fletcher Lawyer is just a fucking dork. He's just a dork. And like, he is half the guy. Like they need him to be Kyle Korver. They need him to be like a Corey Kispert or something, a sharpshooter. And he's not. I don't know who he think he is. He had one play where he drove to the rim, I think in the first half last night, and he just fell, and the refs didn't give him a home court call. I loved it. He looked like such a goofball. Long Island University, this is a serious basketball team stake. They beat Chicago State yesterday by 17. They were 11.5-point favorites. I just want to remind people of that after I saw them last year up close and personal when Spike Lee was there for some fucking bizarre reason. There was another game that I wanted to talk about. Arkansas Little Rock. No good. No good. Fake
Rock
sharp trap.
Bad start. Yeah, that was the fake sharp trap of the day for sure.
Got another one for you. Memphis. Done.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. At least we didn't fall for that one. I fell for Arkansas Little Rock, unfortunately.
Yep. That's all right. I don't blame you because I would have told you that it's probably, a 1-1 situation. Like they're both not going to come through, take one of them. And I certainly would have said Arkansas Little Rock. That 3.5 number, I'm telling you, on those dogs is kind of telling. Sam Houston State, it was always a fucking Sam Houston State splooge party last night, winning by 33. FIU just did not have the gas going on back-to-back, not back-to-back road trips, but their second road game after banging with Liberty. That's really it. Let's recap some NBA, Steak.
Cool.
My tweets from this morning on my box score review. I'll go through them real quick, and then we have some things to talk about, and I want to get your thoughts on. So again, the Charlotte Hornets, 133 points. They shot 48% from three last night. The Pacers are miserable. And it's to be understood with the injury they had going into the season. 3-point record for rookies in 59 games. Brandon Miller, 33 points.
Yep. They got dudes. Dudes on dudes on dudes.
I am just all things done fading the Charlotte Hornets.
Correct.
Are you approving that message?
I'm approving that message. I didn't even take the Pacers with you last night. Sorry to leave you hanging. It's just impossible.
That's okay.
Impossible to bet underdogs, and there's just no way I was going into the day betting Pacers and Nets, and obviously I knew I was betting the Nets. Con Knipple's fucking awesome. Also, Con Knipple at my house, by the way.
Okay.
I do not want to fade the Hornets. They're my most profitable team on the NBA season, and I do not want to just start fading them now that they're fully healthy and added Kobe White, which I think is a really good addition. Don't want to fade him against shitty teams that are tanking. The Pacers scored 12 points in the second quarter. That shouldn't be possible.
It's crazy, man. I just don't know how these NBA teams do it. I really don't. Second on my list, the Atlanta Hawks shot 37 free throws last night in a game they won by 30 points. I really just think that in this late in the season, the Wizards playing the Atlanta Hawks, I'm not Al Gore. I'm not an environmentalist. We should just save the jet fuel. We should save the waste. Nobody needs to go to the Atlanta Hawks Stadium and spend $18 on beers. Save it all. We don't need this game to be played. But my God, could you imagine going to a basketball game and watching a team shoot 37 fucking free throws and it's not even a close game? I would rip my eyeballs out. So I just couldn't believe that. That was something that was kind of interesting. The Brooklyn Nets did not cover the spread. If you see someone on Twitter betting them again, please alert your local authorities.
They play tonight. You like that meme I sent you earlier?
What meme?
The meme I sent you about the Brooklyn Nets. I think I should post it. Let me see. I'll pull it up to show everyone.
I don't understand what you sent me. What? It's a meme? You just sent me a picture of like them playing the Celtics.
Yeah, but in the back, it's crack.
Oh, I could not tell what that was.
You couldn't tell that was crack?
No, I thought it was like ice.
See if the chat can tell.
Oh, I thought that was ice. I thought that was like an ice sculpture.
No, yeah, there's a needle in there.
Yeah, I didn't get the joke.
Are
you going to bet them again?
It's definitely possible. Like, you know me pretty well. How about this? I'll answer your question with a question. As someone who knows me, especially my sports betting brain, probably better than anyone, do you think I'm going to bet them again?
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's move on to the next game. Oh, okay. Also, just want to mention the Hawks. The funny thing about the Hawks you didn't mention is Nickeil Alexander-Walker didn't play and Jalen Johnson didn't play. Corey Kispert had 33 points. CJ McCollum turned back time and had 25. So everything you mentioned, you didn't even mention that the best players for the Hawks weren't even playing, and they're beating the Wizards by 30 points.
That's hilarious. I did not even realize that. Now that you mention it, Corey Kispert, I think he went to Gonzaga. I always liked him. I thought he was going to be a good player. Kevin Durant, 40 points, talked about his PRA all day yesterday. I ended up not playing it, just went with Paulo. My allegiance to Paulo is done. Over 20.5 points. He had 19. No thanks. I'm out on Paulo. The Houston Rockets went on a 20. Actually, I put 20-0 run. I think it was a 21-0 run. I saw something absolutely absurd on Twitter. Let me see if I can pull it up. If I go to my, you know what? More. Oh, here it is. Bookmarks. I mean, this is crazy. You ready for this? Let me show you something. Yeah. All right, let me show you this. Share this tab instead. Chat, take a look at this. Third quarter, 4 minutes and 56 seconds. The Magic are up by 19 points. 3 minutes and 28 seconds later, the Rockets have the lead. I don't know how that's possible.
I saw a shitty basketball team, really good players, but shitty basketball team. I bet the Rockets yesterday, by the way, but I don't even care. I hate this team so much. I hate this team so much.
I saw some people on Twitter. I follow some Magic people. I don't know how many Magic accounts you follow. And I mean, they were not happy, as they shouldn't be. No. And they were saying that Mosley didn't call a timeout during that run.
I don't think he did.
Okay, listen, I want to be a Jamal Mosley guy. I really
It's time to stop being a Jamal Mosley guy. You can't give a guy this much talent and have him perform like this. So
done. What are we doing here? He should have called a fucking timeout if they scored 6 points, 8 points, anything. You cannot let them creep back in. Basketball is a game of runs. What a fucking idiot. I'd fire him tonight. Not even exaggerating. You're done. Yeah. You're absolutely done.
I don't know if they're gonna, but he should be fired.
I cannot believe that happened. I really cannot believe that happened. All right, let's go back to a couple notes that are worth talking about the last night. Really gross night in the NBA. The Bulls lost again. I saw this. Jeremy Grant. I remember him. He's 31 years old. I think he went to I remember him. Syracuse? No, not Indiana.
No, I think you're right. I think Syracuse? That's right.
Yeah. His brother played at Notre Dame. Not as good. But anyways, Jeremy Grant, I remember him. I thought he was a decent player. He was a second-round pick. He had 29 points for the Blazers, and I was like, wow, this guy's still playing basketball. I kind of just thought he fell off. Maybe he would be like overseas somewhere in like fucking Turkey. He's averaging 19 points per game this year. Are the Blazers kind of a fun team? I haven't really paid attention to them.
Yeah, they're a fun team. I think everyone expected them to be a fun team. I think last year would have been the year to call them fun because no one expected anything out of them. Now, because of how they performed last year, the expectations were a little higher than you expect. But yes, they're a fun team. They have fun players.
Yeah, I love Klingon, CW. I loved him at
you are a big Klingon guy.
Big Klingon guy. Just love how hard he plays every night. Phoenix, let's talk about this for a second. The Phoenix Suns beat the Los Angeles Lakers. Oh, no. What a tough day to be a LeBron sexual. Lowest point in LeBron's career, in my opinion. You got things on Twitter coming up where Luka and LeBron and everybody in the Lakers aren't even sit next to each other on the bench. They fucking hate each other right now. Grayson Allen had 28 points. This is serious. Pay attention. 9 for 24 shooting. Not great, but he scored 20-plus points in 5 of his last 6 games. I don't know what his point prop is, but what I'm going to tell you is that his volume is clearly there. He's shooting. Somebody's got to shoot. Somebody's got to score while Brooks is out for a few weeks. I think we should try to snipe Grayson Allen to have like king of the court, 35, 40 ball, something like that. Any thoughts there?
If he's got the green light to put up 24 fucking shots.
That's what I'm saying.
Shit, I see what you're saying.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
The Lakers are bad. They are.
So I sent
3 good players. Actually, it's 2 good players, 1 really good washed up player, and then just absolute trash. This is a trash team. Can't believe, man. Dalton Connect, just a nothing. Just straight DNP and coach's decision. Is not a guy. I really would thought he was a really good pickup for the Lakers.
I thought he was going to be too. I remember thinking I wish the Magic drafted him, and I think he had a good start to his career for the Lakers, and LeBron was like, yeah, everybody knew he was going to be good. And then I think talk about a mush. I think LeBron mushed him. Listen, I'm not gonna shit on LeBron here, but I have seen some other clips about LeBron cherry picking, not getting back on defense. That it's teams find themselves in 5-on-4s. At this point, if you're defending LeBron, I don't even know what you're doing. The guy's old. Give it up. Just give it up. Luka's dropping 40. That's great. I know he plays a lot of minutes. I know he's still pretty talented, but this is just sad. This is sad, and this is pathetic. And listen,
you cannot lose a game if you're the Lakers, where Luka has 41 points on 12 of 21 shooting, 6 of 11 from 3, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and 3 turnovers. You cannot lose a game like that to the Phoenix Suns, who don't have any of their players. That's just a really fucking bad loss.
Yeah, Lakers don't play any defense. Does Nico Harrison have, I don't know, some smiles today?
I don't know. How's the guys he got for Luka doing? Is one of them injured on the Wizards? And no, Nico Harrison is and will always be a goofball loser for that trade. And Luka Doncic will always be a superstar. He is a bitch on defense, but it doesn't matter. He can drop 41 points on over 50% shooting, 8 rebounds and 8 assists. I don't know how many guys in the NBA can do that.
Lakers can't guard the 3. Jeff, check out the 3-point stats from that Suns game. Why don't you? Degen wants 41-year-old LeBron to save the Lakers. Not at all. I want him to go home.
No, he wants him to give it up.
Yeah, I want him to give it up. Thank you very much. I thought that was pretty clear. Apparently it's not. But like you said with Kirk Cousins, where's the best place for Kirk Cousins? The couch. Give it up. And this isn't even his farewell tour. LeBron's going to play again. My God.
This is so funny. Grayson Allen and Colin Gillespie, a combined 12 for 29 from 3 yesterday.
Wow.
Jalen Green, 1 for 7. God, he sucks.
Yeah, he does suck.
They forked up 20, let's see, 27, 30, 40. They shot 53s, the Suns.
Wow. Not bad. Another note I have, I keep seeing this guy's name, Bryce Sensabaugh. Another 20-point game for the Jazz. Yep. Again, I wonder what this guy's point prop is. Didn't make the sheet, but Nick Clifford, guy from Colorado State, liked him a lot. He's on the Kings. He's a guy that, like, I think he can, if he scores like 15, 16, you're like, ooh, he was 6 for 19 last night. I just noticed that he shot 19 times, which was interesting. I'm rooting for him. I thought he was a good player in March when I watched him last year, but not there yet. Could be a guy that will probably, again, if you're from a sports betting perspective, if you're trying to take some props and take a guy to go off and get a juicy, 25 plus, the shots are going to fall one night. They're going to fall one night. But Sensabaugh, I liked him at Ohio State. I think that's where he went, right? Bryce.
Yeah, I think he's from Orlando.
Didn't know that, but I mean, he's scoring points. Good for him. All right, here's what I want to talk about for a second. All the NBA guys and girls in here. Nicholas Batum. I hate this motherfucker. And hate is a strong word. I want to let you know. I mean it. I hate this motherfucker. Nicholas Batum, go look at this guy's game logs. He's playing like 20-something points. He scores 0 points. But you know what? He's not even shooting. He's not even fucking shooting. And then you tell yourself, okay, if he's not shooting and he's not scoring, maybe he's rebounding. Maybe he's assisting. He's got like 3 rebounds and 2 assists. What the fuck does this guy do?
Did you know that you are now pitching one of the squarest NBA takes ever? Did you also know that this is a Degen and Drake collab?
Drake the rapper?
Drake the rapper has a line about why is Batum in the game.
No.
You didn't
know
that.
How long ago did this come out?
A long time ago. Nick Batum is universally hated by NBA fans. Everyone thinks he's trash.
Okay.
So it's fine. I'll let you do what you're doing. It's just you're not going to get any pushback. No one's going to disagree with you. No one's going to think it's a hot take. Everybody thinks he fucking absolutely sucks.
Yes, I want to remember. I know people are new to following us because we're on the Book It Sports Twitch channel. So if you're like this gentleman here, 007LX_, you dead ass don't watch ball, LMAO, your takes are crazy. I just want to be clear. I want to echo that. I do not watch ball. I don't watch ball. I don't know how anybody watches this fucking product. The NBA sucks. If you are a diehard NBA fan who's one of the 8 million people who fucking watched me not know who Taylor Horton Tucker is and got upset about it, I need you to understand something. Your product, your sport is awful. But I'm over here talking about it. So why don't you do me a favor? Direct that energy and that hate, turn it into something positive. Then at least I'm expanding the brand where all you got is a 41-year-old fucking LeBron James falling over, can't even guard Grayson Allen. Luka defense, the face of the fucking league, can't play defense. And Nick Batum is collecting $10 million every year doing nothing. 007LX_. biatch. Thank you. T. Crazy say got his ass. So, anyways, the last thing I wanted to touch on from this slate did not make the notes. It did not make the notes, but you sent it to me. Anthony Edwards. He had a moment last night, and I'm really torn. Okay.
Yeah, because it didn't look great.
I have said this. I've tweeted about it. Anthony Edwards is my kind of guy. He's a dog. He's a killer. He's got that Kobe in him, and I love Kobe. Kobe's one of my favorite athletes. Just gets on the court, gets pissed off. Dwight Howard comes to his team. He says, "Fuck you, goofball. Eating fucking 28 Snickers bars every day, fucking playing cooties and this and that, and watching cartoons. Shut up." We get on the court. We were out there to win. Anthony Edwards he's just a ball player. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's the best guy off the court. Got some baby mama issues, but we're not going to get into that. But on the court, I like his coach. I like Finch. I don't like guys like LeBron when they try to get Eric Spoelstra fired. I don't like that. Anthony Edwards got into it with Finch. What's his first name? Is it Chris? Chris Finch.
I want to say very publicly, Ant Edwards supports Chris Finch very publicly.
Okay.
So keep that in mind as you watch this clip.
Yeah. Let's pull this up. Let's pull this up. Let me go to, here it is. So the Wolves end up winning this game. Hold on, let me share this tab. Sorry, it gets a little confusing doing this. I'm going to pull up this clip. If you guys can see it, great. I can't zoom in any further, so don't ask me to zoom in any further. Just try to pay attention, and I'll read to you what it says. Anthony Edwards missed a mid-range shot, and his coach told him to pass the ball. This is what he does the very next possession, okay? All right, hold on. Let me get it ready for you. All right. Okay, here's the clip. Let me get the overlay out of here. All right, here you go. Watch this.
Clippers need a stop. Edwards needs some space. Edwards, top three. Cash! He's an assassin.
And I think Anthony Edwards just told Chris Finch, that's what I do. He was reminding his coach of what he does. How about Ant? Draped by Dunn. Does not matter.
And this one was ridiculous.
One more angle of it.
29 from Minnesota in the fourth quarter after just 19 in the third. And he told Chris Finch, don't forget about me. Exactly what he
Don't forget about me. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
Yeah. I've gone back and forth, but I'm actually totally fine with it. If you're Anthony Edwards' coach and you tell him to pass the ball, you might be an idiot. You might be an idiot. That is what Anthony Edwards does. So if you need a reminder every now and then, give him a reminder. I don't give a fuck. I'm not even going to begin to tell you what this Timberwolves team would be like without Anthony Edwards there and what Chris Finch would currently be going through if he didn't have Anthony Edwards on his team. But there'd be about half as many people in the seats because Minnesota is not a basketball city. And he's the whole fucking team. And that is what he does. Telling him to pass on the game-winning or the last shot of the game, insane. Let Anthony Edwards take whatever fucking shot he wants to take. How about that?
LeBron passes that, probably hiding in the corner. Yeah. Yeah, okay. You're right. I'm not going to be the old man saying get off my yard and yelling at clouds in this situation. I'm with you. I'm such an Ant guy. This isn't going to you know what this did? This got my attention, and it was almost like, hey, do we need to have like a meeting? But then you everybody like kind of presents the facts, like see what happens. Like, no, actually, we're okay here. Like, thanks for bringing it to my attention, but we don't need to. This is not a concern.
I bet you they would both say that right away. Like I said, I think they actually have a very good relationship.
That's what I'm going to get at there, because when I started liking the Wolves, I told you this story. We went to the Wolves Magic game, and I just watched their bench, and I'm like, these guys like each other, and I like their coach. And I like that Ant has a good relationship with the coach. But I just wanted to make sure that there was not some sort of like, hey, fuck you. The only thing I'm wondering is if you are a coach and you're asking a guy like Ant to pass the ball, could it be just because like, hey, you you're off tonight. Like you're off tonight, and that's okay. Like that also, there's another conversation from this. How useless is coaching sometimes?
How useless is coaching when a guy like Chris Finch is telling Anthony Edwards how to play basketball? Yeah, I definitely understand the argument.
Yeah.
He wasn't even having that off of a night, to be fair. He shot 50% from the field.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. God,
yeah. He was 2 for 6 from 3. So before that, he was 1 for 5 from 3. So maybe he was clanking up threes, but that's, like I said, telling Anthony Edwards not to shoot is absolutely insane.
Great take right here. Great take right here. Pass the ball to who? Julius Randle. Julius Randle was 1 for 10. Julius Randle stinks. I thought I was
1 for 10. Yep. And then there was somebody, I believe, Jay Jettis, who said that team is full of ballers. That team is not full of ballers. This is a bad team without Anthony Edwards. Yeah. Jaden McDaniels, I like him. Who else are we talking about? Dante DiVincenzo, nice player, and Naz Reid. But you're telling me these guys would win games without Anthony Edwards? They'd be one of the worst teams in the NBA without Anthony Edwards. Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with this, Hovey. Coaches are really there to keep egos in check. Yeah. You're absolutely right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. There definitely is some in-game managing that's important from a coaching standpoint in the NBA. I think at the end of the day, like it's very loose, like back and forth. Let the guys do what they're going to do and play how they're going to play. But you got to call timeouts in the middle of a 20-0 run if you're Jamal Mosley. So yeah, Good shit. What's up, Ron Mux? Good morning. Who you taking, Ann or Cade?
I'll go contrarian. I'm taking Cade Cunningham.
Wow. Dude, I saw another really good montage or clip that somebody, the algorithm fed me this morning of Stephon Castle playing defense on Cade Cunningham. I meant to send this to you. You know what I got to do more? I got to retweet shit more. I don't retweet enough stuff. I think I'm just going to retweet. Like some of these accounts that I follow, I really like they're good at tweeting, and the shit they tweet about, I actually care about, but I like that they retweet stuff. And I don't do that. I like it and I bookmark it. Like, if I ever want to come back to this, I'll do it, or maybe I'll send it to a friend. I got to retweet that shit. But anyways, Matt Zelju 2000 with a new follow. What's up? Welcome. Lil Shoot 'em Up says, I'm sick and fucking tired of being sick and fucking tired. Steak, stop doing this, Nets. It's killing me.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not going to. I've known Steak for far too long. If you tell him to do something, he's not going to do it. He's just let him be. All right, you got to let him. He's got his own drum. He's going to beat to it. You should have seen me managing a bar and Steak coming with a untucked shirt and no belt. And I must have asked him 73 times to wear a belt and tuck his shirt in. And he was just like, okay. And then he didn't. But then he also rang up the most in sales. So it's like, what are you going to do? Diva wide receiver. Feels like the Nets tonight. Stop that. If you are tailing the Nets because Steak's betting the Nets, by the way, that's on you. I don't know. Is anybody bitching?
I don't think they're doing it because I'm doing it. I just think, it's becoming one of those things.
They said you weren't a retweeter. Loving the Real app bit, by the way. Loving the Real app. We got to get in the Real app a little bit more. I kind of want to find out what game you're in and then just sneak up on you and start clashing. You know what I mean? I got to figure it out. You're probably going to be in the Nets Celtics Real app chat.
Yeah, it's usually just the Nets game.
Drama DM says Nets covered at 100%. Please stop that. Castle put K in the dungeon and threw away the key. He sure did. Yep. Real app fucks the baseball.
Awesome. Spurs are fucking awesome. They really are. They're awesome.
Steak, it's 10:46. We do have a board to talk about. What?
The Hobie comment. I cannot wait to get in there for baseball. Oh my God, I'm excited. Holy shit.
I'm very excited for baseball. Can't wait to go to baseball games. I keep talking about it. My wife loves to go to sporting events, but I'm having a hard time even finding something to take her to because again, the go-to is like the Rangers, but the Rangers are so bad. And I am somebody who stands for something. I don't like comic book movies. I want them to stop being made. I'm not going to go see them. I'm not going to spend money on them. If we all came together and did that, they would stop just throwing a fucking cape and CGI on everybody and churning and burning these movies. I'm going to stop spending money and giving it to fucking James Dolan, the piece of shit.
You know what we're definitely doing this year? We're going to Queens and we're going to the home plate club for the Mets. That's happening.
Yeah. Well, that's what we really like baseball games. You know what? I got to take her to a Yankees game. We haven't been to a Yankees game in very long, and I fucking hate the Yankees, but it's, if someone's in town that's worth seeing, I'll go. But going to Citi Field is great. UBS, where the Islanders play. That's number one on our New York list, or Madison Square Garden for a St. John's game. We got to go to a friend's birthday tomorrow. Unfortunately, St. John's playing Villanova at home. I thought about maybe doing that. That'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, Phil's great call. WBC preview next week. I don't know.
Yes.
We should have somebody on. We should have BTL. We don't really want to have Jovan or Krabs on. They're baseball guys, but then they're just going to regurgitate the same info. Maybe we'll see. I don't know if they're going to get POD Pete or somebody who knows baseball. We got to see who we've got in our pipeline who's a baseball guy. We'll get him up here and talk about it. I'd love to preview that and bet on that. And that is something I'll get patriotic for. I'll get down with the US team. I mean, I like our guys. I like our guys. Who do we got? I don't know who we got, but I like him. We have Schwarber. I love Schwarber. He's American, right? What is Schwarber?
I would sure assume so.
Yeah. Real quick before we move on, we're going to talk tonight's college basketball slate, NBA slate. We'll take a peek at NHL. There's not much going on. NHL did return last night. I went through my bets and the recap. If you missed it, it was not a great puck night for me. Rav and Trent. Let's talk about Rav's. We said we were going to do this before the show. Rav has a take on basketball that we were going to acknowledge.
Yeah.
Do you remember what it was? You were the one that
I remember
said
exactly what it was.
Can you say it?
Well, no, I thought you were going to pull up the tweet.
Do I have the tweet?
I sent you the tweet.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know bar for bar.
Oh, well, I thought my bad.
Yeah.
Did you send it in the group chat?
I think I just texted it to you separately.
I'm not seeing it.
Okay, fine.
You said, oh, wait. My bad. I thought it was just text. I saw the video of Ant. I'm like, wait, I just played that. Rav has a tweet. I'm not going to pull it up again. Best example ever of why the NBA is so fun to watch. The only league where elite offense beats elite defense. Tough three over the double in the clutch. Rav is such an NBA guy, isn't he? He is.
He loves the NBA. I love the NBA.
But you can't defend that tweet, can you?
Not really, because I also love college basketball. And we're in the end of February, and it's just peak college basketball season. And Rav's making tweets about how the NBA is better than college basketball on February 27th. I can't. Unfortunately, I wanted to. Trust me. I was trying to think of an angle of how can I defend the NBA and Rav, two things I'm a big fan of. Can't do it. Not in February 27th. The college basketball clears the NBA on February 27th.
Yeah, but you don't really have to bring college basketball into this. His take is the NBA is fun because elite offense beats elite defense.
Yeah, but what is he comparing that to when he says that? College basketball. Elite offense very rarely beats college basketball.
Got it. Understood. Okay, I see where you're coming from. I think what's funny is that isn't the whole knock on the NBA is that nobody plays defense?
Yeah, which that's not a thing I really firmly believe at all.
Got you. Okay. Right. Rising.
I agree with Rav for the most part. There's a bucket getter in the NBA, unguardable.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Should we talk tonight's college basketball slate?
Yeah, and then tomorrow's.
Right. And then tomorrow's. And then we'll finish it up with some NBA and some NHL. Okay. If anybody has a sweat in this golf tournament, good on you. I don't. All my guys are dead.
I saw Brooks somebody said in the chat earlier, Brooks Koepka was hooping.
I don't know. I didn't see that. I thought he was toast yesterday.
Yeah, I thought somebody said he was balling.
Oh, well, I would love that. Jeff couldn't get back on defense against Luka himself. Well, no, I can't even defend myself playing basketball because I almost ran out of breath and died against Biev like 5 points into the game. So yeah, you got me there. We calling out Rav and that was a waste of time. Okay. Sorry about that. He wanted Steak to disagree so bad. Did I? To disagree with what? Oh, the defense thing?
Yeah. You wanted me to defend the NBA so bad.
No, I thought you were going to shit on Rav a little bit.
Oh, Brooks is -5 today, but -2 for the tournament.
Oh, that's it? Smotherman's fucking 9 under. Okay. I'm going to pull up the college basketball board. Everybody, you should do the same. We've got Pick It Up. We got games starting as early as 6 o'clock. Miami of Ohio Redhawks are playing again. How badly do you guys want to fade Miami of Ohio? They are 12-point favorites on the road against Western Michigan. Total in this one, 162. Is that high?
Real quick, the one and only Casper, 145 stream streak. I'm not missing it that time. W Casper.
Holy shit. Nice job, Casper W. That's probably the highest streak that I think I've seen. Yeah. Line open at 12.5 is now 11.5. Vegas Tom Place says. Interesting. They are unfadable, Ryan Kinney says. Yep, Ryan, I agree with you. I'm going to, oh, wow. Crutch says, I already hit Michigan plus the points, and Miami of Ohio in first meeting should have been there. Wow, good job. Take your money and run. I got nothing in this game. Any thoughts?
No, I'm just looking at the total.
Yeah. Nothing weird about it, in my opinion. Western Michigan's not good. They're 10-18, 3-7 in their last 10. Don't do it. Don't do it. 28-0. Here's a better question, because we're not fading Miami of Ohio, so there's no point in talking about this game. Miami of Ohio a tournament team?
Is Miami of Ohio a tournament team? What kind of question is that?
Are they going to make some noise in the tournament?
Oh, that I don't know.
Sorry.
That I don't know. Okay. So we're probably looking at, if I had to guess, them being a 5 seed. 5 seed.
It would be very unfortunate if Miami of Ohio goes undefeated in the regular season and then just loses early.
Can I tell you what I think is going to happen? I think everybody and their mom is going to bet on that. They're a 7 or 8 seed, says KP. Okay, fair enough. That's interesting. That's kind of disrespectful for the 20th ranked team in the country.
Yeah.
It will be an 8 or 9. That is disrespectful.
Well, it's also disrespectful that they're 28.
There's no way. Are you guys serious? 10 seed?
How does that work?
That is crazy. I bet my life, and I mean this, I'm serious. I would absolutely bet my life that Miami of Ohio gets a seed in the 6th and the single digits. I'd bet everything I have. I would even probably bet that they get an 8 or better. 11 is crazy. No shot.
Okay.
I bet my life. Somebody clip this.
Yale. Let's keep moving. Yale
Short
on the road.
Short as shit. It's a short line. And it's not even like you could play the home team game because Yale's 8-2 on the road.
I'll tell you what this reminds me of. You know, I love doing these deja vus. Alan Dims hates them. I love doing them. Okay. Just get used to it. Sometimes they're right too. Yale -4 on the road against Cornell reminds me exactly of that Boston College game that we saw when Boston College was 4-point dogs at home
against Wake Forest. Yeah, it's a
really good outright.
It's a really good point. And also, Cornell just played a home game against Harvard, and they were 5.5-point favorites. They lost by 19.
Ooh!
I can already tell you. You go through the rest of the board. The nastiest click on this board today, the absolute nastiest click on this board is Cornell.
Yeah.
Disgusting click, and they're probably going to win outright.
Yep.
I'm going against all the experts, Trice picks. I'm saying Miami of Ohio is a 7 or higher. Or technically, would that be 7 or lower?
All right,
Snow is addicted to Cornell overs.
Who is?
Snow. 166.
Some X Random 2 with a 3-stream streak. Good to see you again, Some X Random 2. I got to give him his kudos. Remember, he said something silly yesterday and then he owned it. Kid's going places.
Accountability. Accountability is massive. Dude.
I love it. I love it. All right. Niagara, 8-point dogs at home against Quinnipiac. No thanks. No thanks. Niagara's not good. How about Dayton? I can't get on the right fucking side of Dayton games. I'll tell you that. Just like Davidson. Dayton, 4-point dogs, 19-9 against George Washington. George Washington is 16-12, 4-point favorites. I mean, this is one, again, back in the day, I'd be like, wow, a 16-12 team is laying 4 against a 19-9 team, and Dayton's got a pretty big brand. It would be George Washington. But we have to ask ourselves, are these sharp spots hitting? I kind of think they are. I heard Biev the other day talking about it. He said the basketball plays are not really hitting anymore, and it's kind of getting back into the sharp spots. You know, we call them sharp. It's not sharp by definition. Just make that clear.
They are for sure. This one is a little tough because George Washington is a really good home team, 11-3. Also, their last home game was against George Mason. You remember it? Mm-hmm. And they were the sharp team against George Mason, who had like an insane record. I forget what George Mason is. I feel like they're like 23-2 or something like that. They beat them by 20. Their last home game, and they dropped 100 in their last game. So
Oh,
do I think like George Washington looks somewhat fake sharp to me today? Yes, I do a little bit. I don't like it anywhere near as much as I like Cornell.
okay. And Dayton defense has been pretty good. Their opponents, their last 4 games, 62, 66, 67, 59. 2-2 to the totals.
Covered 4 games in a row.
Yeah. Oh. You know what this actually reminds me of, Steak? Not to bring this up because I know you were on the Heat last night, but one of my reasonings for liking the Sixers was remember a team that fails to cover for a stretch, rights their wrongs. Dayton failed to cover 6 games in a row.
Yeah.
Now they've covered
4 of them were on the road.
Yeah. So it's like what goes down must come up. That's kind of the way I think about things sometimes. So I don't want to fade Dayton. I don't want to fade
Okay,
Dayton.
that's fine. That's fine.
Not going to fade. I was wondering about maybe going with the under on the total and fading. You said George Washington scored 100 their last game.
Yeah, they did score 100 the last game. It was 180 points in that game.
All right, let's go to Harvard. More Ivy League stuff. Harvard 4.5-point favorites on the road against Princeton. 15-10 Harvard is against Princeton, who's 8-18, but they're 7-3 at home. Good God, that means they've only won one road game. They're not very good. Harvard's playing good basketball, 8-2 in their last 10. I'm down to get involved with the Ivy League schools here. Harvard, dude, Harvard doesn't really see themselves as favorites too often.
This is absurdly low total.
The last time they played Princeton, they covered in overtime, 87-80. It was 133, 167 points.
They had an over-under of 133. They scored 167, and the next time they play, it's 3 points lower.
Yeah. Harvard has been playing to the unders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of their
What are
last
those numbers, though? What are those numbers?
155, 139, 131, 140, 141, 132.
Come on. What's going on here? Shit is weird.
Is it?
Yes, absolutely. That's going on my fake sharp sheet. Harvard, Princeton under.
Okay. I might tell you on that. I've been awful
on totals.
Yeah, my overs have been fine. I like the Duke Notre Dame over. That one's soared. I don't. My unders have been terrible. I think I've lost my last 4. I liked. Remember we said sneaky over yesterday in that Purdue game. The sneaky over is probably something I should lean into. The reads are there for that.
Yeah, I said obvious under actually.
Yeah,
same thing.
Yeah, right, same thing. Yeah. Dartmouth and Penn. Penn is 13-11. Dartmouth's 11-13. Penn's 7-point favorites. Seems like a lot, but then you look at the home and road splits. 10-2 at home. Penn is. Dartmouth 6-6 on the road, but they're 9-3 ATS on the road.
Yeah, it is a lot. It would be Penn or nothing in that spot, but I'll pass.
Ooh, dude. Okay, so they played, and Dartmouth was a 1.5-point favorite. They lost by 10. Dartmouth last game on the road against Columbia, they were 6.5-point dogs, and they won outright. I was kind of like fading that the next game.
Yeah, it is Penn or nothing in this spot. I just don't see any way it makes my card.
Okay, hold on. I just want to point something out real quick. Oh, the only problem is for Penn, we have an obvious bounce back spot. They just lost. Oh, but they were 9-point dogs. They were expected to lose.
Don't force bounce back spots with a team that's 13-11. We're not doing that. Obvious bounce back spot, my dick. 13-11.
Okay, all right, you're right. Fair enough. Relax.
Surely that team that loses half their games is due to bounce back after
that. Columbia 5.5-point home favorites against Brown. Is that short? Brown's 9-15. They're terrible.
Yeah, but 15-10, and they're not. Yeah, pass on that too.
I think I might take Penn or like a fucking Penn team total or something, you know. No Doubter Daddy giving out 5 subs. Let's go, No Doubter. What No Doubter must have hit something every time.
Hey, I DM with No Doubter Daddy. He's a sharp fuck.
No Doubter Daddy is sharp. No Doubter Daddy DMs me his plays, strictly his plays. Listen, I'm someone who likes to pride myself on responding to DMs. I don't get to all of them. I apologize, but I'm pretty good. If you just DM me a play, though, I may or may not respond at all. Like, I'll see it, I'll acknowledge it, but I am just not someone who blindly tails people's plays.
No, I do like seeing what No Doubt or Doubt he's on. I take some of the plays. He put me on San Diego State. W.
Steak's a Taylor. If you're going to DM, if you want to tell anyone your plays and DM your plays, send them to Steak. Steak will tell you.
100% you could send me your plays.
But
if they're lottery shit, I'm not really into that.
Did you just say lottery shit?
Yeah, I don't want you sending me 9-leg player prop parlays.
It's just funny that you said lottery and not lotto.
Lottery, whatever.
Kind of an unk move. All right. Let's go to, where are we here? I'm going to try to catch up on, somebody said something about Merrimack. No.
Merrimack and Canisius. Merrimack 10.5-point favorites.
No.
Don't care. Somebody said nasty under, so let's see what they're talking about. Yeah, they're talking about something. Merrimack under looks like the under that I like. Nasty under. Have these teams played before?
I don't know. You find out. I'm good on the unders.
Canisius. No, it doesn't look like it.
I'm going to start looking at Siena Fairfield.
Who said they like this under? Make it known.
I have no idea.
Somebody said it in the chat. I just don't remember who. Got my eyes on it. Got my eyes on 2 unders today. Siena and Fairfield actually looks like a decent game.
It does. Oh, shit. I don't know what I like here.
Yeah, I know. What do I always tell you?
What?
In a spot like this where the teams have similar records, they're both good, and you can't pick, go with the road team.
Yeah, you're probably right. Probably go Siena there.
Siena or nothing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Fairfield 11-3 at home, 18-11, getting a point. It's a lot of respect for Siena.
It is on the road, absolutely. Have they played before?
I don't know. You. How about this?
I'm looking.
Yeah. You got a computer. You got a hand. You got a mouse.
They played at Siena. Fairfield lost at Siena by 8. They were 5.5-point dogs.
Okay. All right. I'm going to pass on that one. Let's keep moving here. Sacred Heart. Nah, I got no interest in this. How about, nope. Old Dominion sucks. Since we want to get to Saturday, Steak, how about we do what you like to do? Let's talk about games that are worth a shit. We got a couple here to finish out this slate. How about Akron? Akron's a really good team, 23-5 on the road against Kent State. Kent State 21-7, 13-2 at home. You're getting 4 points with Kent State. Akron's 9-1 of their last 10. Kent State 7-3 in the last 10. But neither of these teams are really covering. 4-6 ATS, 3-7 ATS.
I forgot about this, dude. Jerry McNamara is the coach of Siena.
That rocks. That almost makes me just want to blindly take him.
Yeah, I fucking loved watching that guy play. Okay, Akron. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract you. But
that's okay. That's okay.
Great.
Total at 165. I set the stage for Akron, Kent State. Just tell me if you like anything. Chat, tell me if you like anything. If not, we'll move on.
Kent State hasn't covered 4 out of 5. Let's see if they played. They have played. Kent State played at Akron. They were 10.5-point dogs. They lost by 17. I would argue this line is short.
Okay.
Even though Akron actually hasn't covered 5 out of 6, but they're just games where they're massive favorites. They've won 4 games in a row. They just haven't covered any. It's 15.5, 13.5, 14.5, and 12.5-point favorites for Akron.
Right.
Oh, wait. Let's go into that. Wispy. What does Wispy say?
Wispy said Akron played Kent State, and it was like a 120 total. Now it opens 166. Kent State shot 1 from 23 for 3.
Yeah, so the total was actually 166, and what you're saying is they scored 121 points.
Right.
That's crazy, actually.
Right. So he's expecting a better shooting performance.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
What they're doing with over-unders. This is actually a pretty interesting game. Let's see.
Yeah, it is.
Jesus. I kind of think the over is interesting.
I'm going to pass on this game. Kind of lean Akron.
I kind of lean Kent State. I lean Kent State, but I think I'm going to pass as well.
Yeah, a little square. I'd probably square up there with Akron, I think. Coastal Carolina and James Madison. I only want to talk about this game because
you love James Madison.
Kind of into James Madison, this basketball.
Say you love him.
Nope. We're not Sam Laporting again. Although we do need a new intro video. We'll talk to Goots about that.
Yeah.
James Madison, 11-3 at home, 8-2 in their last 10, 17-13 overall. Not great, but not bad. Coastal Carolina, not a bad team, 18-12, 7-3 in their last 10. Also covering spreads. JMU is laying 6. I find that, by the way, this is the last game of the season for Coastal. Last game of the season. Coastal just was on the road against Georgia State as a 1.5-point favorite. They won by 5. They were 2.5 dogs against Marshall. They won by 4. JMU, the last time they played, they lost by 2. Before that, Louisiana Lafayette, 4-point game. UMass, 94-91, 3-point game. Dude, every game Coastal plays is tight. ULM, 4-point game. USA, 5-point game. Texas State, 2-point game.
I know what you're doing. You were trying to find an angle for JMU, and I'll go ahead and give it to you. I think you found it. I think it's JMU, potentially by murder.
I'll give you
I think
one.
it's JMU, dude.
I'll give you one thing I don't like, though. They were 5.5-point favorites their last home game against Georgia Southern. They won by 16. They've covered 4 in a row, 5 of their last 6.
What kind of team is Georgia Southern? How's Georgia Southern playing?
Good point, but here's what I'm going to get at. This is their senior night. Georgia Southern's 15-15.
Fine with that.
Well, what I was going to say is it almost makes me think JMU is a little square.
Okay.
I'm not anti-square plays. I mean, you could tell me Sam Houston State was a square play last night, but this JMU is either tonight's Sam Houston State where they beat the fuck out of Coastal Carolina, or Carolina's playing spoiler. You know, this is a arbitrage game.
Somebody in the chat, KP says 7 teams have a chance to win the Sun Belt still.
Wow. Line went from 5.5 to 6.5. Yeah. Fuck.
JMU or nothing, and let's move on. That's enough JMU talk.
All right, that's enough JMU.
Appalachian State at Texas State. What an interesting one here. Texas State is 15-1 at home.
App State or nothing.
What?
App State or nothing.
I have to play App State here.
15-1 at home, being a 1-point favorite. That is like an auto fade for me.
And let's see. I bet you these teams have played. Nope, they haven't. I suck at this. They have not played. Yeah, nothing special coming out of App State. Their last road game was at JMU, ironically. They were 1.5-point favorites, by the way, at JMU. They lost by 11. Before that, they won at Georgia Southern on the road. Not a horrible road team, but Texas State is such a good home team.
I did not fade St. Thomas last night. Why? I don't know why you asked that.
Oh, and I want to say one more thing. I don't think Jeff faded St. Thomas. We like St. Thomas, didn't we?
Yeah, we liked him.
Texas State won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in a row. Then they just lost at Louisiana Lafayette.
Mm-hmm.
Get to go back home where you're 15-1. Kind of obvious, man. Kind of obvious with the bounce back.
App State with it. Love it.
Yep.
All right. Talk to me about Michigan, Illinois. And then let's wrap this slate up. Let's take a piss break, and then let's talk Saturday. It's 11:10. I think we're doing fine on tempo and pace.
I say this a lot on this show, and I've been saying it. However, it is the year of standing on business. And there was really nothing I liked about Michigan State yesterday, except that I wanted to stand on business with the fact that I think Purdue sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I think Illinois is overrated. So, like, I look at this and I do think, like, the sharp, smart bettors are going to be betting Illinois today. I just don't know if I want to get down with it, man. Just like I bet Michigan against Purdue. And if you want to give me a little more credit, I didn't bet Michigan against Duke. I didn't bet Duke either, but I didn't bet Michigan.
Well,
I kind of think it's like Michigan plays a completely different game than they played against Duke. I think they might go crazy. Also, one more fun thing. I'm pretty sure Michigan has lost to Illinois 9 games in a row. And I know that because I made that post saying pretender versus contender, and a bunch of people reminded me that Illinois owns Michigan. Well, you know what? People were commenting on my Michigan State Purdue thing? That Michigan State hasn't won in Mackey in 20 years or some shit. You picking up what I'm putting down?
Yep. Very much so. Pretty split on the spread. It's a 1.5-point spread. Money line, Michigan's there. I am picking up what you're putting down, Steak. I'm in. I'm strictly going to tell you on this. I have watched this Michigan team. I'm sorry, I've watched Michigan. Obviously, I have watched this Illinois team. They have Stojakovic's kid, right? Peja.
Yeah.
You're probably as a Hito Turkoglu hater. You probably don't like Peja Stojakovic.
I love Peja Stojakovic.
Right. Okay.
I think Peja Stojakovic absolutely shits on Hito Turkoglu. And that Kings team, as you know, is one of my favorite teams. I absolutely love that Kings team. One of my first heartbreaks as a kid was that Kings team could never get past the Lakers. Really, really heartbreaking for me. I mean, I love Jason Williams. I love Mike Bibby. I loved every version of that Kings team.
Chris Webber, Vlade Divac. But
yeah, Chris Webber is unfortunately a mental midget, and that sucks. But he is an absolute.
But they had so many other guys, though. You're going to say Peja Stojakovic contributed?
I think he was the third best player. Yes.
Oh, okay, got it. So he gets credit, but Hito Turkoglu doesn't get credit. You're going to give it all to Dwight and Ray for Alston.
Yeah, I just not a Hito Turkoglu guy. There's nothing you could say. You're not going to bully me or gaslight me into liking Hito Turkoglu. I just don't really like him.
You got to stop.
I think he's kind of a
word gaslighting. You don't even know what it means. You don't even.
I know what gaslighting means. You know
apparently you don't.
Telling me I don't know what gaslighting means is gaslighting, right?
Wow, you are a spin doctor. That's exactly what you are. Shout out to Spin Doctor.
You are.
They have a great song. Listen,
I don't know the Spin Doctor song.
If you're gonna stand on, they have a good song. It's escaping. The name of the song is escaping me. We'll figure it out later. But if you're gonna stand on business,
Doctors, it is good. Wait, yeah. It's not the song's like, damn it. I think I'm gonna guess the wrong.
No, I know what you do. You only sing songs if they're like Kelly Clarkson. You don't sing songs. Yeah, Two Rinses, right? Yeah. Or Two Princes. I forget.
Like, if you want to buy me flowers, just go ahead.
I think
is that the song?
If you want to buy, I think that's what it is. Yeah. So Spin Doctor's got bangers. DJ knows ball. Yeah. All right.
Oh, I nailed it. Come on, you're not gonna give me any credit for that.
I just did. I gave you credit.
You did not give me credit, dude. That's
you're a fucking Spin Doctor.
You said I only sing fucking Kelly Clarkson. All
right, good job. I'll give myself credit for coaching you out of only singing Kelly Clarkson songs, and now you're singing Spin Doctors. Great. Why are you like throwing your face in the microphone? Why are you hunched over?
You're pissing me off. You're starting to piss me off.
You got a nice fucking chair.
You're starting to piss me off, man. You're starting to piss me off.
You're pissing me off. Fucking gaslighting this.
Can't think of the Spin Doctor song. I think of the Spin Doctor song, and you don't get even the slightest bit excited.
Good job. Good job. What else do you want?
Dude. It's
Right?
crazy.
You're making me seem like I'm fucking Chris Finch and you're Anthony Edwards.
Because of you. That's an underrated Kelly Clarkson song.
Yeah, it is. All right. I'm with you. Michigan or bust. I think now is a good time for a pee break. It's 11:15. Then let's talk Saturday.
Yeah. Tensions are getting high. Let's take a pee break.
Yeah. Is this going to be one of those things where we take a break, but you just sit there and don't do anything
tomorrow?
Well, what I'm getting at is this: if you're just going to,
how about this? Before you go on,
you can get started.
Me not taking a pee break, which doesn't affect you at all. I'll just go pee. How about that? I'm going to actually go pee. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Don't.
If you're going to sit there, keep the stream going. There's no sense in stopping it.
I'm going to pee.
All right.
Goodbye.
Be back right after these words.
See you later.
Okay. Wow, I got back before you did. Look at that. Okay.
I got a
We're back.
fucking needy ass dog, man. My dog is needy.
Oh, yeah. You got your puppy or the dog that's blind?
Puppy's needy. The bulldog doesn't do a single thing.
Yeah. All right. W dogs. All right. Lorenzo Kane. What is that? Do you know what that means? Is that a joke?
Lorenzo Kane. What is it? Just says Lorenzo Kane.
Is that is he a baseball player?
I think so.
By the way, LaFonso Ellis was on Wake Up Barstool this morning, and
Nuggets legend,
Notre Dame legend too. He was good. He was really good.
Absolutely.
He's a college basketball analyst, which I know. But I was wondering, does he call games?
If he does, I've never heard one. Or if I did hear it, I didn't know it was him.
Yeah, he was really good, by the way. So I wanted to. I was like, damn, Alfonso Ellis is crushing this interview. Fun fact about Lorenzo Kane that I just remembered: I took a client to a Yankees game. I have a client from Australia. When we went to the Yankees game, they were playing the Royals. Lorenzo Kane hit 3 home runs. How funny is that?
Wow. That's incredible.
You don't see. Do you remember I had a fun bet a couple years ago on the amount of players to hit 3 home runs in a game? It was like over under 7.5, and there was like 13, and they were all the weirdest fucking players you would imagine. That was fun. We should run.
I actually cannot believe that happens that much in a season. That's crazy. I can't wait to get back to betting no grand slams.
Yeah, those are fun. I'm excited. I am very excited about baseball. Joey Dumps with the sub. 3 months, and again, No Doubter Daddy gave out 5 subs. Appreciate you, No Doubter. Congratulations. And you know what? I got to give No Doubter credit, because I like when people win bets and they spread the love a little bit. They give back and
pay it forward. Yeah, I got to pay it forward.
Yep, good shit. Good for you. That's good. I'm a karma guy. That's good karma. You know what I mean?
Me too.
Okay. Let's get to the board. All right, everyone. We are off on weekend, so we are going to review the Saturday slate. But remember, not every game has a line, so we're going to talk about the games that have spreads. But most of the marquee matchups should have spreads, and we'll go ahead and discuss them. I know there's some big games. Can't wait to talk about it. Let's bring up the Pickett Pro here. All right, first game that's on Pickett Steak. Pre-cap, love that. Yeah,
Houston, Colorado.
Yes, Degen. I'm Kim Jong. What does that mean? UVA Duke. That's right.
That's the first game you see?
Yeah, hold on. Let me get it up here. All right. Sorry. Just sharing this is just so much different than what we used to do. So it just takes me a second. Yeah, Virginia Duke. Oh, me. Oh, my.
Crutch bets, 5 sub bangs. W Crutch.
5 subs. Let's go, Crutch. That a boy.
If you're into sicko shit, if you're into real sicko shit like college baseball and college basketball teams you've never heard of, follow Crutch Bets.
All right, Steak. I got to tell you, you keep saying, get eyes on Virginia. Get eyes on Virginia. I haven't done it. Have not done it. They're 10.5 on the blue book, 9 on the green and gold book here. Whatever you want to do. Good luck. Total is 136.
Yeah. Steak analogy time, dude. Sorry I got to do this, but
you don't need to apologize.
Steak analogy. Okay.
Analogy it up.
I've been telling you to get eyes on Virginia for weeks, and you haven't done it yet. And that's absolutely okay. But now you're going to get eyes on them when they play Duke, one of the best defensive teams I've ever watched. And I'm going to tell you what that's like. It's like when I tell you I have a crush on this girl, and I'm like, dude, she's just beautiful. I need you to see her. You got to see her with your own eyes. And then the first time you see her, she's blackout drunk.
So it's going to be a bad first impression.
Awful time to see Virginia at Duke.
Mm-hmm.
I just know you're going to be texting me when Duke puts the clamps on them. Like, this team fucking sucks, man. This team sucks. This is the team you like. Oh my God, they have 17 points in the first half. That's what you sound like. And they just dropped 90 against North Carolina State, won by 29, 94 at Georgia Tech, and 86 against Miami. They ain't going to look like that against Duke, dude.
All right, well, I got some thoughts. By the way, real quick, Book of Chew gave out 2 subs. Boomy got one. Peak Sour got one. W Book of Chew. I just want to say something. I think Book of Chew might be a changed man, and maybe for better, maybe for worse. I think he has completely abandoned the Chicago Bulls. By the way, he's commented twice now on my NBA recaps in the morning, which people seem to like, and I'll keep doing them. But the first comment he said nothing about the Nuggets. That was the Nuggets against the Celtics, and you informed me that he's a Nuggets fan. And then today, I had a blurb in there about the Chicago Bulls. They're never going to win another game, and he commented, "Good stuff." Kind of interesting, right? Now he's gifting stuff.
Choose on the shit. Choose on the shit.
Choose on the rise. Choose on the rise. Okay.
Ever since Biev cut him from his G League team, I think he's took that personal. Like they wrote me off. I ain't right back though. That's what Chew's doing.
Yep. Great analogy. Great analogy. But here's what I'm thinking. As you say this, is it weird? I want to bet Virginia. Who wants to fade Duke after they just fucking shut down Michigan and then they went to Notre Dame? They scored 100 points. They beat the absolute piss out of the Irish. Hold on a second. Or Steak, what I was going to say is everything you just brought up makes so much sense. Don't you think this is kind of an obvious under? Because Virginia is still thought of as being the Virginias of the past.
They're not.
I know.
Only you think that.
Fine. But I was going to say obvious under.
Every Duke game might be an obvious under, which is ironic because they've scored 100 points in 2 of their last 3 games against Syracuse and Duke. Yeah, I disagree too, TC. Don't worry. It's not correct. UVA is not known as that defensive team Tony Bennett had or whatever the fuck his name is. But I do think every Duke game is an obvious under at this point.
Okay. Let me
just tell you some totals Virginia's gotten just so we can be aware. 152, 145, 150, 145, 155. Their last 5. So the reason it's 136.5 is strictly because of Duke.
Okay. Can I just clarify something? So to make you and TC and everybody understand what I meant a little bit more. Do you remember when we talked about Alabama getting 7 points against Indiana? And you said people see Alabama and they still think Nick Saban and the brand of Alabama football, despite the fact that what they had done previously of just beating the piss out of Oklahoma and Oklahoma. I was like, wait, Steak, what are you talking about? This is what they just did. You were like, nope, that's what people think of when they see Alabama. That is my point about seeing Virginia basketball. I know what they're doing is not necessarily that case, but people still think about that. Your ball.
I'll give you a 6.5 out of 10 on that. I don't think.
Oh, come on, that's a 7.5. Fuck you.
No, it's not a 7.5. Virginia basketball and Alabama football. We can't.
That doesn't matter. That's irrelevant.
6.5 is a fair ranking, man. 6.5 is a fair ranking for that.
No,
analogy.
it's not. No, it's
yes,
not. 7.2. 7.2. 7.2. 6.5 is.
You don't rank your own fucking analogies, dude.
You got to be a little bit more fair.
I haven't called you the D word on this stream yet because I'm trying maybe to stop calling you the D word, but you're getting close, dude. You're flirting with it. Ranking your own analogies, 7.2. You don't fucking rank them.
6.5 is ridiculous.
6.5 is fair. Anyways, do you like Virginia?
Yeah. What do you like?
It's so strange. I never bet like this, but I kind of like Duke.
God, HR Degen knows fucking ball. Degen is right. There are a lot of people that don't know what's going on recently, just going off things in the past, which is exactly what Steak said about Indiana and Alabama.
Degen, his name.
Who cares? Who cares?
Who cares? You, dude. You're probably down there typing.
It's not fucking me.
Degen's right. I agree with Degen. I'm Degen.
Hands up, no burner. Massive dictator. Yeah, he knows ball because he agreed with you. Yeah, exactly. Literally said what Steak said about Alabama, Indiana. I'm saying it about Virginia, Duke, and all of a sudden I'm the fucking knob job.
I said it was a 6.5, man. 6.5.
Can we continue, please?
Yeah.
I like Virginia. What do you like?
I like Duke.
You're buying Duke off of too high, don't you think? Or are you buying Virginia? Am I buying Virginia high with all those points?
I just think you're getting a lot of points too. Virginia's playing good ball, man. They're 25-3. They're 8-1 on the road, getting double digits.
I think if Duke was gonna skull fuck Virginia, they'd give you 12. That's what I think. They'd give you 12.
Yeah,
they'd give you 12.5.
It's so stupid to say that it actually makes sense.
I think it's Virginia. Okay. All right, we'll move on Good game, though. That's at noon tomorrow. Let's go back to the board here. What's next? How about the Florida State Seminoles on the road against the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets? Florida State's been playing real good, almost too good. Georgia Tech, stinky, 11-17, but they are 10-7 at home. This could be a game nobody sees coming. That Florida State, after this great run, they won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 7 games. Their only loss being the 3 points against Virginia in a 61-58 low-scoring game. Then they just lose to Miami. Steak. Ugh, that was a killer. Obvious bounce back spot for FSU.
Yeah, I can't. Okay, how about this? I gave you a 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10 on that.
I don't want your fucking pity party.
No, it's not a pity party.
Rating.
You were actually going to get a 10 out of 10 until you said obvious bounce back spot. There's no obvious bounce back spots for Florida State. We got to chill with that. But Georgia Tech, dude, is the right side. I really like Georgia Tech. They just lost at Louisville by 17 to Virginia by 26, and they lost, get this, dude, at Notre Dame by 15 points. Who the fuck gets blown out by Notre Dame? Who the fuck gets blown out by Notre Dame?
Why do you keep getting so close to the camera?
I wanted you to hear me when I said that.
I hear you. I fucking
Okay.
You have a microphone. You're in a fucking nice setup.
Florida State playing really good basketball. You said it. Lose to Miami. It's over for Florida State. It's all over. It was fun. They go back to being who they are. Not only do they not cover this 5.5 against Georgia Tech's going to win this game outright. And that's it. Florida State goes right back to being who they are, which is a mediocre mid basketball program, just like they have been since fucking, I don't know, Jonathan Isaac was there.
Okay.
Georgia Tech outright.
Yep. I like it. And I'm on it. All right. NC State, 6.5 on the road against Notre Dame. We don't have to spend too much time on this game. Notre Dame is not a serious basketball school anymore, which is unfortunate. But NC State, I just took them getting 6.5 on the road against Virginia, and that was a horrible wager.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that for 0 seconds. So Notre Dame bounce back after.
I was going to say, is this not an obvious bounce back for NC State?
I kind of like Notre Dame. Yeah.
A little bit. I like Notre Dame too. Not as much as I like Georgia Tech though.
Is this square? I kind of like the under. I don't even know what the total is.
Yeah.
Well, because Notre Dame's defense to play better. Duke just scored 100. NC State's defense to play better. Virginia just scored, 90? But my unders have been terrible.
Yeah, but I'm okay with that read. I got nothing without it seeing a number, but I'm okay with that read.
What would you make the number? Let's be a pro here. Let's be a pro.
What would I make the number for NC State Notre Dame? Give me 1 second. I need to just do a little quick math.
That's fine. You got time. I'll do some math too.
I would make it 147.5.
I'd make it lower than that. I'd make it 146.5. $147.5. You're fucking horrible odds maker. Is way too high. No. Seriously, 144 was my number. 144.
Okay. Next game. How about this, dude? I know Penn State sucks. I know they suck. But you know who else sucks?
Who?
Iowa on the road. Iowa sucks on the road.
Oh, they do. They do suck.
3 and 6 on the road. They're dog piss on the road.
Laying 8.
Laying 8. Just lost by 13 at Wisconsin. You telling me people want to lay 8 with Iowa on the road?
After Penn State lost to Rutgers by 13.
Maybe. I don't think anyone wants to press -8 Iowa at home, dude, at all.
Oh, dude, I don't know. Penn State is bad.
Yeah, they are bad.
Penn State is bad. But
3 and 6 on the road is so bad for a 19 and 8 team.
I will say, the last 2 Iowa games on the road have been horrendous. At Maryland, 77-70. At Wisconsin, 84-71.
Krabs, we're going to be square idiots in this game, and I think I know I'm betting Michigan. You joining me, Jeff?
I've made it pretty clear I was joining you. Yeah, I even wrote it down.
We're
You fucking listen to everything I say?
I think Illinois is
How can I trust your grades of my analogies or anything when you don't even remember that I said I like your Michigan, what you said about
two
Michigan?
completely not relevant things.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you on there. I don't know that I like Iowa, but I'm not betting Penn State. I'm not. So you can have that.
Okay, that's fine. I don't even know if I want it.
Okay. All right, let's keep moving. 11:33. We'll finish strong here with the college basketball board, and then if there's any,
Ooh, got an interesting one at 2 p.m. Louisville.
Clemson. Yep. Louisville minus 130 on the money line against Clemson. Our Louisville Cardinals. I couldn't imagine not having a 65-1 ticket on them to win it all, but Clemson, man, this team started pretty good, and they've been falling off. They're 5-5 in their last 10. But if they are going to win a game, if they're going to get right, stay, because there's 2 more games after this. They go to UNC, and then they got Georgia Tech at home. But man, 4-game losing streak for Clemson. They're at home. They just lost 8.5-point favorites against FSU, 8.5-point favorites against Virginia Tech. I do think it's Clemson.
Okay.
I think Clemson has stunk long enough to where they are a dog that nobody wants to go near. They're a dog with fleas, as they say in the industry.
Maybe, but they're 11-3 at home, and Louisville's 3-6 on the road. So at least, like, when I tell you that, everything you said is true. Clemson is falling off a cliff, unarguable. Louisville is favored at Clemson when they're 3-6, and Clemson is 11-3. I still feel like that's a lot of respect.
Is it? That's a lot of respect. They were at minus 4.5 at UNC.
Yeah, UNC doesn't have their best player. And I think their second or one of their other best players was coming back from injury.
Okay.
They would not be 4-4. They would not be 4.5-point favorites at UNC if Caleb Wilson was in that game.
All right. Well, let me do this then. Let me do this. How about this? Spin doctor. They were 7.5 points at home against NC State. That means if they were at NC State, they'd be favored. I think Louisville gets respect. I do. But they've been really bad on the road the last 2
really
games.
Bad on the road, yeah. And they weren't good in that North Carolina game. Like, if you're scoreboard watching, you could maybe convince yourself that Louisville stayed in that game. They did not. They went up 23-13, and then they were dog shit till like the last 4 minutes, and then they made some kind of miracle run, and UNC folded.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and say, and we could go against each other on this. That's fine. I'm gonna say that Clemson is a home dog that nobody wants to touch, and that's when I'll get involved.
Okay, it's not. I don't fully disagree with that reason.
All right. Let's keep moving. The next one I see here on Pickett is UCLA on the road against Minnesota. This is an interesting one. I've had a pretty good read on the Minnesota Gophers this year, and I didn't play it, but we had one of our followers and somebody who tunes in. I forget who it was, but they said, thank you very much for fading the bounce back spot. I took Minnesota plus 22, plus 21 against Michigan after Michigan lost to Duke. Minnesota's known for not being a good road team. They are strong at home. They're 13-15 overall. They're 11-4. I watched some of that game, and I've watched Minnesota a handful of times, which is kind of weird. They're not bad. Like, they're not a pathetic 13-15 team, in my opinion. They can play basketball. I think UCLA going on the road here and being 2-point favorites is a lot of respect.
Yeah.
They're just 3-5. Stake. They're 3-5 on the road, 2-6 ATS against an 11-4 home team. I think UCLA being favored here is a lot of respect, especially when you consider their last 2 road games. They lost 82-59 and 86-56. Granted, it was Michigan State. I like UCLA to stay hot. What about you?
I get what you're saying. They are coming off their best 2 wins, probably a win against Illinois in overtime and then a 20-point win against USC. I can't bet Minnesota, so if I can't bet Minnesota, I can't be talking you off UCLA.
Okay. All right. Refugee Ricky says, can you guys please do a quick NBA breakdown before the end? We will do a quick NBA breakdown before then. I think we should have enough time. See you guys over in YouTube, by the way, on the Book It Sports YouTube channel. Make sure you like and sub. Appreciate you guys tuning in every weekday, 10 a.m. here for the Board Review.
Lummy, 35 stream streak, W.
Great job, Bummy. Great job, everybody. Good vibes today. Good vibes. Fun show. And we're doing our best to dissect the college basketball slate for tomorrow, and then we will touch on NBA, and I'll give you quick thoughts on the NHL. All right, we got some more games.
Vandy, Kentucky.
Yeah, I mean, this is depending on where you look, this is essentially a pick. I'm no line, but I'm just seeing some MLs. You got Kentucky minus 120, Vanderbilt minus 116, depending on where you look. I don't know where they're trading. But yeah, I don't know, man. I faded Kentucky and South Carolina. I didn't think Mark Pope was that guy. I faded. What did Vanderbilt just do? Well, I don't know.
They just didn't cover against Georgia by 1 point. You covered.
That's right. That's right. I faded Georgia. I don't know what to do here, man. Should I go back to fading Mark Pope and not thinking this Kentucky team is very good after Vanderbilt just failed to cover against Kentucky? I mean, Georgia.
That's what I'll be doing.
Vandy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm with you on that. Okay. Next game. Ooh, good one. Steak. I don't think you're gonna like what I have to say about this one. Iowa State, Texas Tech. I'm seeing Iowa State is.
I already know what you're gonna say. What time is this game at?
This game's at 4:00.
Okay, I got to get down there. It's a lot of junk to sift through.
Yeah, Texas Tech. Depending on where you look, this is just according to Pick at 9 on the green and gold, or Iowa State 7.5 on the black and red book. You can go first.
Oh, I'm going to pick Iowa State. I think it actually is pretty square. So I'm not going to get on here and try to convince myself that it's sharp to fade Texas Tech while betting Iowa State, who is literally 15-0 at home. Amazing at home. Completely different team at home. But I just have to trust my basketball brain one more time that I don't trust in long term this Texas Tech team without JT Toppin. So I think they might get their app just destroyed in this game, 20, 30 points. And I'll take one more chance fading Texas Tech without JT Toppin. If it doesn't work out, I will stop doing it. It won't be like the Nets. If they prove me wrong again without JT Toppin, no problem. I have to do it one more time, though. I think I'm going to square up and say Iowa State wins this game 80-60.
Okay. I'm going to go against you here. I'm going to take Texas Tech.
Yep.
I'm going to go with my basketball brain, and I'm going to go with a group of guys who have been told that their season's over. They're 100-1 to win it all after they were maybe, I don't know, in the 20s or something when they had the best players out, left for dead. I'm just going to take them because I watched them against Cincinnati. I love how they responded after Cincinnati started the game 10 for 10. Love that Atwell guy. Love their point guard. I keep forgetting his name. Is it Atkinson?
Christian Anderson.
I don't know why I keep saying Atkinson. Christian Anderson. I'm going to just go with a group of guys that I think are going to play really hard. And I'll take a road dog that I think is going to play hard and play inspired basketball. Also, next two games on their slate, TCU and BYU. BYU blows. This is their last really big get-up test before the end of the season, regular season, not their season, you know what I mean. Iowa State 15-0 at home, 8-7 ATS. I totally get it. If you want Iowa State. You said it. You're right. I think it's probably going to be a square play. Iowa State's coming back after 2 road games. They had a very disappointing performance at BYU where they lost. Bounced back against Utah. They won that game by 16. They were 14.5-point favorites, but their last 2 home games, Steak, they beat Houston. They beat Kansas.
Yeah, it's a square ass play.
I gotta fade it. I
get what you're doing.
Give me a.
You're also standing on business because you like Texas Tech without JT Toppin, and I don't. So I respect
which I do very often. That nobody ever pays attention to anymore. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's keep moving. What's Kansas and Arizona. I'm fucking out on Kansas, dude. I'm out. But you know what? Fuck Houston because I put 1.5 units on Houston against Kansas. Kansas wins. I kind of want to take Arizona to just beat the piss out of them. What do you think?
I like Arizona. I like both favorites in the.
Damn. Okay, we're collabing on this one.
Yeah, I like Arizona. I think they don't get respect. And you got Kansas coming off that win against Houston. And not only are they coming off that win against Houston, they're coming off playing at Arizona as 5.5-point dogs and without Darren Peterson and winning.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is a revenge spot that I don't buy that often anymore. I'm buying this revenge spot. I think Arizona takes this game real personally. I think Arizona's better. I don't think Kansas is very good. I wasn't even impressed. It's just fucking Houston clanking up shots. They couldn't hit the broadside of a fucking barn. And I don't think Kansas is very good. And I think they get belted by Arizona.
All right. I'm with you. I got some plays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 7 plays. Are you doing an article on the Book It Sports website for your best bets tomorrow morning?
You're going to do one tonight, right?
I was going to do one tonight. Yeah.
So Jeff Sunday will be out putting an article on the Book It Sports website tonight with his best bets. I will do my best bets tomorrow morning for Saturday.
I did like your Michigan play though. I might honestly for my write up, I might just write everything you said, but take credit for it.
Great.
Okay. No, I'll say Steak's sell job was so good. This is it. All right. On the Pickett site, this is not really in order. Or maybe it is. The next game I'm showing a line for is a game you already talked about, and a game you said that we're making a wager in, and I'm fucking with you, buddy. We're fading St. John's in an obvious contract spot. It's at 8:00. Villanova Wildcats are in town. They're 6.5 on the blue book, or you can get St. John's 5.5 on the green book. Let's go take a look. I'm just curious. Oh, there's no splits because it's tomorrow.
Skipping over a lot of games, so I'm gonna have to go. You skip over a ton of games.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Should we go back?
We'll go to St. John's, Villanova, and then we'll go back. Yeah.
I was only just seeing what it's on Pickett. I figured if it's not,
we've all basically, me and you are on the same page here, right?
Yeah, Villanova.
Oh, I'll take Villanova. I'm not buying the obvious bounce back for St. John's coming off one of the worst offensive performances you will ever witness. I'm not buying that obvious bounce back. I think a lot of people will, especially against a Villanova team that no one's super fond of this year. I'm taking Villanova in the spot. Absolutely. I think they're a live dog. I think St. John's could lose back-to-back games.
With you. All right. I'm back at 4:00 now. Wisconsin, 2-point favorites on the road in Washington. How about that one?
I don't know. I'm wearing this Washington hat, though.
Well, Wisconsin just let down our boy Biev with his greaser, RIP greasers.
They just lost to Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, they beat Iowa, right?
Beat the piss out of them.
Washington.
I like Wisconsin.
I like Washington or nothing.
Fuck.
Texas A&M's an interesting game.
All right, hold on real quick. I got an angle. Kind of like how I like Michigan State to get up in the first half of that game last night, which was just stupid. The bet hit, but it was stupid because they ended up winning the entire game. I just want to be clear on that.
Yeah.
I like Wisconsin first half.
Okay.
Washington coming back from Rutgers. Wisconsin's been on the West Coast. They just lost. Like him to get up early. I like Wisconsin first half.
Okay.
That's a cheeky play. And that's how you and I won't directly fade each other. Not that I mean, I would fade you a fucking heartbeat.
Yeah.
Fucking Celtics tonight. Ladder them. Texas A&M 3.5-point favorites against Texas. Oh boy. Texas A&M looked like a bad basketball team, and I was gushing over Arkansas, but I can still admit Texas A&M did not look very good. Now they're at home, 3.5-point favorites. Texas off that loss to Florida. I kind of like Texas, man.
Yeah, they're getting real close to being eliminated. I think they were 17-9 going into this Georgia game, and I think I saw some people had them on the bubble. Texas that is lost at Georgia by 11, and then they play Florida. Look sharp to everyone, including myself, staying it all game, and Florida pulls away in the end and wins by 13. This is an absolute must win for Texas. Texas A&M just won back-to-back games after completely reeling, but they weren't against any extensive competition. I think it was Ole Miss and Oklahoma. Don't think I have a play in this one. I think both of these teams kind of stink.
Yeah, I've never really been a Texas basketball guy. God, I was put it this way. I'll boil it down for you. After watching Arkansas, Texas A&M, and watching Florida, Texas, I was more impressed with Texas as a basketball team than Texas A&M. Therefore, now that they're playing each other, both coming off losses, I'll take the points with Texas.
Fine with that.
Right?
100%
I mean, like
yep.
that's nothing that wrong. But Texas is not good on the road. They're 3-5 on the road, but they are 6-2 ATS. So just want to make a note of that. Okay, let's go
USC,
Nebraska. Yeah, Nebraska laying 6 on the road to USC. What are your thoughts on this one?
USC has lost 4 games in a row. They haven't covered 3 in a row. They just got absolutely belted by UCLA. Horrible loss. Nebraska, on the other hand, is just straight up taking care of business. Covered against Penn State, didn't cover against who did they play? Maryland, but still won by 7 points. No, won by 13 points. I'm sorry. Lost to Iowa, but like I don't know. I think nobody likes Nebraska. So every time I think a line looks short or I want to fade Nebraska, which isn't very often, like this line looks short. With how USC's been playing, I think this line looks short, but I think Nebraska gets no respect. So do I really want to fade it? Not really.
Fuck. Yeah. You know, I don't want to bet on a bad team. I don't know if USC is good or bad. I'm looking at their record. It's 18-10.
Lately they've been bad.
Well, yeah, but that's what I was going to say. But before that, they won 4 or 5 games. They won at Wisconsin. They beat Indiana. Beating Rutgers, not a big deal. Went on the road and beat Penn State. You know, Penn State's terrible, but still, it's a USC traveling on the road. They went to Ohio State, and don't forget, they played really, really tough with Ohio State.
Yeah,
then they just kind of
Ohio State stinks. They do.
I know. They were 7.5-point dogs. I know.
Yeah, I know, but they stink. Being 7.5-point dogs is already kind of telling. Also, just to mention, Chad Baker, Mazzara, and I feel like Elijah Arenas are in and out of all these games. So,
well, what I was going to say is this. They also played 4 games on the road out of a 6-game stretch. They come back home. They get 2 games at home. Illinois beat the fucking piss out of them. I was on Illinois in that game. Oregon did not beat the piss out of them. Oregon won. They were 5.5. I'm sorry. USC was 5.5-point favorites. And then they just did not show up for UCLA.
Oregon sucks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there's nothing.
But hold on. What I was going to say is I understand that I'm with you. Nobody likes Nebraska. I don't think anybody's betting USC here, dude.
I don't either. That's basically, I agree with you 100%. I think nobody likes Nebraska, but in this spot, nobody's betting USC.
Yeah. So I would, it's like the battle of basically it's like if you want to be contrarian, which is more contrarian, laying 6 on the road with Nebraska or taking USC with the points, I would go with USC here. Don't know that I'm going to do it, but I would go with USC.
Yeah.
A couple of small schools.
Let's go to BYU, West Virginia.
Yep. By the way, BTL, I think Jovan's back in Dallas, so tune in to BTL 12:30. More analysis on college basketball. We will touch on NBA quick. We told Refugee Ricky.
Let's do BYU, West Virginia. Let's run through this NBA board deal.
BYU 1.5 at West Virginia. That line looks short. Oh boy.
I'm ready to fade these fucking bozos. BYU sucks. They're overrated. They're even worse without Richie Saunders. They're trash. I'm fading them. Obvious bounce back. Fuck them.
This is either an obvious bounce back or it's the everybody sold their stock on BYU game and now is when you buy.
Nope. Pass.
Okay, fine. I'm just pointing that out though. Just pointing that out. Mountain Mama, 13-3 at home. Steak, 13-3 at home.
No one likes them. No one respects them.
Okay.
Fuck BYU. Real quick, we can't skip Alabama, Tennessee. Alabama has won 7 SEC games in a row. They are 4.5-point dogs at Tennessee, who is 14-1 at home. But coming off a loss to Missouri.
I just want to say
for Tennessee, dude.
Well, what I wanted to say is this. I thought Tennessee was a team that was going to get right. I don't like Rick Barnes, but I don't like Rick Barnes in March. I thought Tennessee was going to get right. I took them on the road. I think they were 2.5 or 3.5-point favorites against Missouri. And I think a couple other people that we like were on Missouri. Felt like I was on an island there with a chalky favorite, and I lost.
Mm-hmm.
So Tennessee just fucked me.
Mm-hmm.
I still kind of want to lean into Tennessee playing good basketball and take them here. And I just want to make sure you're saying that 4-point spread is a lot of respect for them. You think, like the line's telling you it's Tennessee?
100%. Yep.
All right.
If you you should bet Tennessee then.
I might.
Because I'm telling you, if what you said is how you feel, this is the place to do it.
Okay. All right.
NBA.
Yep. Perfect. Because I got to pee again. All right. We've got. Oh man, we got a good game. Pistons, Cavs. Although Cavs got some injuries, man.
Donovan Mitchell is out. James Harden is questionable. Dean Wade is questionable. Isaiah Stewart's still out. But other than that, the Pistons are healthy.
I think it's the Pistons. I mean, square, don't care. I think it's the Pistons.
Well, I'll say this. I don't think it's the Pistons, but if you think it's the Pistons, just bet it now. This line ain't going down. If anything, it's going to go Pistons -8.
Why do you not think it's the Pistons?
I don't know.
Contrarian?
Yeah, a little bit. I think if they have James Harden, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen, I would be really comfortable with Cavs and the points with no Donovan Mitchell for this game. But let's wait to see about James Harden.
They didn't cover against the Thunder. They lost against the Spurs. This is their last home game before they go on the road. I think
I'm showing 6 right now, Wispy Salt. I don't think it gets lower than that, but I'm not a sharp.
Yeah, that might be because maybe the sharps think that somebody's playing that shouldn't. I like the Pistons, but I'm also the same guy who bet the fucking Pacers last night. All right, I might bet the Pistons. Nets are 18 in Boston. Not going to talk about it.
Nets +18 added to my card. Next question.
Knicks on the road against Milwaukee, laying 8.5. Milwaukee's been pretty good, man. 8-2 in their last 10. I keep talking about it. What? Okay.
Yeah, keep going.
They got some dudes that are playing basketball. Kevin Porter Jr. is playing well. I talked about him in the morning recaps, scoring 20-ish points every game. Ryan, what's the other guys? Ryan Hollins?
Ryan Rollins, yeah.
Ryan Rollins. Yeah, I don't know. That looks like a lot of fucking points. So I think you're either leaning into the line, telling you the story, or you're saying, fuck the Knicks. Give me, fuck the books, basically. Fuck the odds makers. Give me the Bucks. Bucks are playing scrappy, and they're going to continue to play scrappy. I don't know.
Plug your ears, Hobie. Plug your ears. I'm like 0-26 betting Knicks games. I think this is an absolute Knicks smash spot, dude.
Oh, God.
I think this is an absolute Knicks smash spot. I'm sorry. Trying to get accustomed to betting favorites after the All-Star break. I think it's a Knicks smash spot. I can't help it.
All right, let me ask you this. If it is a Knicks smash spot, who's going to go off?
We're really bad at this, just so you know.
All right, fuck it.
So I'll go square as possible. Jalen Brunson.
Okay. What about Cat?
Nah, fuck that. Let's stop betting on Cat, dude.
Yeah. Let's stop betting on Cat.
Betting on fucking Cat. I'm done with that. Jalen Brunson might 450 tonight.
Done with Cat. Back to the Nets. Got it. Yep. Got it. Mr. fucking 6.5 out of 10. Got it. Mavericks are 5-point favorites against the Grizzlies. The Mavericks shouldn't be 5-point favorites against a fucking local high school team. The Mavericks shouldn't be favored 5 points against the fucking Book It squad if they were to go out there and lace them up.
Weren't they just 5-point favorites against the Kings last night?
And didn't they lose?
No, they won outright. No, they won and covered, right?
No.
They lost.
Yeah, you need to
I'm sorry, they lost to the Kings, and they were just 7.5-point favorites.
Correct. Yeah, they're horrible.
Shit.
They're horrible.
Ironically, the NBA is so bad. Listen to this. The NBA is so bad that the Mavericks tonight will play in their 4th game in a row where they're the favorites, and they don't have Cooper Flag. But there's one guy I want to give respect to. Oh, Cooper Flag might be back. That's a little different.
Oh, God.
Najee Marshall, dude.
Yeah,
Najee Marshall is a good player. He's like the whole light in this dark season for the Dallas Mavericks. Obviously Cooper Flag, but he's the number 1 pick. Najee Marshall, really fucking good at basketball.
Mm-hmm. You know, I sometimes what I want to do, kind of like leaning into the box score reviews, is like, where did this guy come from? Like for dudes that are playing well, just because I'm always kind of curious. I did this a long time ago when we had our website, the degenerateweekly.com. for the Vegas Knights. It was like appreciating the Vegas Knights. Like, where did all these dudes come from an expansion team? I like deep diving on like the wiki, seeing where the trades, the signings, etc.
Yeah.
Where did this guy come from? Like, do you know, or do I need to go fucking look it up?
Well, first, guess where he went to college. Do you know that?
I just told you I have no idea where he came
Oh,
from.
you know nothing.
No, I don't remember him at all. Creighton.
That's a really good guess, dude. Xavier.
No,
That's a really good guess.
that fucking no ball.
Also, somebody said Cooper Flag return. I'm showing him as doubtful for tonight.
I just like the look of Najee Marshall. This is a guy I would not get in a bar fight with. Those are the kinds of guys I want on my fucking basketball team. And you know what? That's the problem I have with the Orlando Magic sometimes. They don't take guys. They don't sign guys. They don't draft guys who you don't want to get in a bar fight with. We need some mead motherfuckers. Why can't we get a Najee Marshall? Why can't we get a Nas Reed? I know they don't grow on trees, but come on. Motherfuckers. I'm sick of this Disney fucking patch on our jerseys. You got Javon Carter.
The fact that you got Javon Carter calling you out is crazy. And everybody's saying, like, the thing that sucks about the Magic so bad is these guys are ballers. They just cannot play together. They're not. It's just Magic.
Yeah. All right. What do you think?
On Memphis, Dallas? Dallas.
Okay. Last game. Then we'll do some NHL and get out of here. Thunder, 8-point favorites at home against the Nuggets.
I think SGA is back. Well, not everybody. Jalen Williams isn't back.
What do you mean? Didn't he just play the other night?
No, that's the other Jalen Williams.
Oh, geez, that's confusing.
I think he dropped 30 the other night.
He did.
This is what your potential starting lineup is. SGA, Cason Wallace, who's been balling. Dort, Holmgren, Hartenstein. Only guys who should be out is Williams and Mitchell. On the other hand, on the other side, you got Jamal Murray, questionable. Strother, probable. Spencer Jones, questionable. Pickett, questionable. Gordon still out. Peyton Watson still out. It's a fucking CBS receipt for the Denver Nuggets.
I kind of like Denver.
Kind of like Denver? Me too.
You going to flip-flop?
I don't think so. I usually flip-flop when I say I like a favorite and I go to the underdog.
That's a very good point.
Nuggets plus 8.5.
That is a very, very good point. Yeah, but Chewy's a fucking Nuggets fan now. These guys got no allegiances. They got
not now. He's always been a Nuggets fan. You said he was a changed man, so I'm just pointing out that he's still in here saying Nuggets.
I said for better or for worse, though. Like, Do we respect him just jumping off the Bulls bandwagon? I'm not so sure. It's like I can't watch the New York Rangers play hockey, but I'm not necessarily like a fan of well, that's not true. I got a soft spot for the Florida Panthers. I fucking love the Florida Panthers. I can watch them play hockey all day, every day. Anyways, speaking of the NHL, or no, Steak, do a quick recap of the NBA. I like the Pistons. You like the Cavs. You like the Nets. You like the
Mavs a lot. I think my favorite play of the day is the Mavs.
Buying that news with Cooper Flag coming back?
Cooper Flag is doubtful.
Oh. Got it. Okay. All right. Couple of NHL games tonight. Do you want to stay on for this? You want to hop off? It is noon.
Hop off.
Okay. All right. See you, dude. Have a great weekend. We'll look forward to your article tomorrow for your best bets on the Book It Sports website. All right. Good stuff. Everybody give it up for Steak. W Steak, as always. Let's quickly talk NHL and then stick around for BTL. Appreciate the subs, guys. Crutch giving out 5. Book It Chew giving out 2. Joey Dumps giving 1. No Doubt or Daddy coming out with 5. And a couple of follows as well. Esto to get it started early, and Brock D as well. Just a reminder, we are here on the Book It Sports Twitch channel and YouTube channel every weekday, 10 a.m. And we'll be putting articles on their website as well. Make sure to go check them out. And don't forget to congratulate Krabs for Fake News Journalist of the Week. But other than that, it was a very well-written article. Let's go to the NHL slate today. The Washington Capitals are at home against the Vegas Knights. Capitals I'm seeing here are -114, -115 against the Knights. Capitals are a team, I've said this, I can't get on the right side of the Capitals. I just can't. When I respect them, they suck. When I disrespect them, they're incredible. I stay away from these games. I'm a Knights guy. The Knights are my favorite team last year in terms of my largest bet and my over point total. I still like them. Way off on Aiden Hill. I like Aiden Hill, but I don't know. I don't think he's going to be in net tonight. We are getting back into the groove. Well, I'm getting back to the groove of the NHL. Last night, I did a stream to the puck drop stream, leaned into it to a narrative that was absolutely terrible. If you guys weren't familiar, I just bet on every team that was on a back-to-back. They went 1 for 4. Shout out the Flyers. Just sticking it to the Rangers. God, the Rangers are just a pathetic franchise. Oh, you've got Aiden Hill unconfirmed against Logan Thompson. Logan Thompson used to be on the Knights, so a bit of a revenge game here. He's a great goalie. I wouldn't go near the Knights tonight. How about that? Wouldn't go near the Knights tonight. I'm on that Panthers and Wild first period overs. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, the first night the NHL came back. I did it a first period under. Got very lucky though with the Leafs and Lightning. I love first period unders. And the Avs. Did the Avs win or lose last night? I don't even remember. I think they played back-to-back games. Okay, guys, here is what I want to talk about. This is great. Hold on. I got to sneeze. That was weird. I just inhaled the sneeze and the sneeze went away. Did you see that? That never happens. That was so weird. I'm going to have to sneeze again. I'm going to have to sneeze out of nowhere. It's going to be weird. Anyways, the Buffalo Sabres are playing the Florida Panthers. Bro ate a sneeze. That was so weird. I like, you know what that was? That was like the field goal kicker who like winds up for the field goal kick and then he just kicked the ground. That was weird. That's not normal for me. A lot of people sneeze weird. I sneeze like a normal human being. Yeah, I see you, All-American Unk. I still feel it right now. I actually hate that just happened. I'd rather just have sneezed. Anyways, the Florida Panthers are playing the Buffalo Sabres. This should be a really, really good game. It really should be. The Buffalo Sabres took care of business in their first game back. They beat the New Jersey Devils. I watched the Florida Panthers play hockey last night. I love this team. I really do. I just like, as a hockey team, I like their players. Bobrovsky apparently has been the knock this year of not really being in his bag. The team has also been incredibly injured and banged up. They're missing Barkov. They're missing Ekblad. They're missing Seth Jones. They're missing one other guy, I forget. But they got Evan Rodriguez back, and they were flying around the ice. I mean, they were fucking flying. And they stuck it to the Maple Leafs. Stuck it to them. Back-to-back, this team has to get going and win some games if they're going to make the playoffs. I did take the Panthers to make the playoffs, plus 220. It's not a lock by any means. I just think my buddy who's a Panthers fan actually prefers them to miss the playoffs because they got a lot of mileage. They're very injured. Trade Bob, shut it down, ramping it back up next season. Fine. I got nothing wrong with that. I really don't have anything wrong with that. I just think the Panthers are too good. They're too good. Like, they're such a good hockey team. They don't know how to tank. They're going to go out there. They're going to play hockey, and they're going to perform really well. I lean Panthers here. What a great game. What a great game. Maybe an obvious over. And the only thing I've really been doing well in is fading the obvious totals. Last night, the obvious under in the NHL was the Islanders and the Canadians with Sorokin and Montembeau. That went over. It was 6 that went over. Yeah, trade Bob. That's exactly what I said. That's what they were talking about. If they were going to pack it in and tank this year, they would trade Bob. That's a cocaine nose doing his job. Very funny. The Leafs are dead. The Leafs are terrible. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic team. So I'm not going to be a prisoner of the moment. I'm not going to say, oh, the Panthers are back just because they beat the piss out of a pathetic Leafs team. But I've been a Panthers guy. I took them to win the East plus 370 when they played at the Lightning, I think last year. Took them to win the Cup 2 years ago. I like this team. I'm going back to them. They've treated me well. And I just think they're very, very good hockey. So very good hockey. So I think I'll probably just ride the Panthers there. The Utah Mammoth minus 135 against the Wild. Good. Jeez. It's a big spread. Oh, the Wild beat. Okay, so the Wild are on a back-to-back. They beat the fucking Avs 5-2. Now they're playing the Mammoth. Oof, probably be the Mammoth here. Mammoth lost to the Avs first night back on Wednesday. Now they had a night off. Probably the Mammoth here. Like the Mammoth. They're minus 135. Don't know which way that line's moving. Then you got the Jets against the Ducks. Ducks minus 130. This will be a great game. You know why it'll be a great game? Because it'll probably be Hellebuck and Dostal. Both goalies should be going for this one, and both goalies were in the Olympics. You know how Hellebuck was. He won the gold medal, stood on his fucking head against Canada, and Dostal was also really good from what I understood. So I can't tell you I watched a lot of him, but I'm pretty sure he was good in the Olympics. If I'm wrong, let me know. Obvious under. Obvious fucking under. Obvious over in Florida. Obvious under in Anaheim. That's right. That's how I'd play it. Over, Mammoth, under, nothing for the Caps game. All right, guys. Good stream, 12:07. Again, don't forget, hang tight, stick around for BTL. You got the Yap after at 2:00. I don't know. I don't know if Trent. I saw Trent wasn't there yesterday. It was Biev, Josh, and Rab. By the way, I think Josh it does a really good job. Kudos to Josh. I know he used to be on the Mikey Over show, but I'm a Josh guy. I think he's really good on camera. Yeah, Trent is playing golf somewhere. That's so fucking crazy. I never thought we'd see Trent get into the fucking the golf content. You know, people love golf YouTube videos. They love YouTube golf. It's crazy. They'll watch anybody play golf. That's not taking anything away from Trent. He's an entertaining guy. I just never saw that transition, if that made sense. You know what I mean? You go from being a sports betting content, like, hey, go play some golf. I think that's kind of interesting. Trent is a part-time streamer now. Very funny. Yeah, Josh, you Sam. I like Josh. Also, I will say something that I don't necessarily give two shits about. The only thing I like Trent a lot on stream, big Trent guy, don't care at all about spring training at bats boosting your card value. So out on that. You know, I like baseball when it's like, oh shit, 108 off the bat. You know, is it a double? Is it a home run? Whatever. I was listening to these motherfuckers the other day, and that's what they were doing. And it was like, wait a minute, it's spring training. What do you care? Did you bet on it? No, I have his card. Out on that. Hard out. Anyways, BTL beer at 12:30. Make sure to tune in. We'll see you guys Monday morning. You all have a great weekend. Good luck on your wagers. Peace.